The Los Angeles Lakers are the best. I repeat, the Los Angeles Lakers are the best team in the NBA. That's a question, y'all. That's not a statement. That's more of a question. But it could be a statement because they are 3-0. They're at the top of the Western Conference. Anthony Davis is playing like the best player in the NBA.
If you didn't want me here, Ron, that's all you had to say. That's all you had to say. You didn't have to invite me into this shit. You could have just hit me this morning. It's like, hey, you know what, Ox? I don't really want you on the panel today. You didn't have to do it this way, but this is so passive aggressive, bro. Like,
why big Ox? Why would I ever not want you on the panel? Say that, bro. Why would me or the people not ever want you on the panel, Big Ox?
So passive aggressive.
Big Ox, what's passive about it? What's passive about the Lakers?
Because you obviously got some type of agenda. I don't know what the Laker media cartel got on PC, but this is going too far.
I mean, first off, the Lakers got a gun up to the Laker media cartel's head, and the Laker media cartel got one to our back, meaning that obviously we are ran by the Laker media cartel. But with the Lakers being 3-0, the Laker media cartel is forced to push their issue because LeBron James is LeBron James, and they just beat the Sacramento Kings the other night, your Sacramento Kings, due to an all-star performance from LeBron James, a great performance by Anthony Davis, and everybody else in the Lakers is playing well, along with JJ Redick coaching his ass off over there.
I told y'all JJ had something up his sleeve. I told y'all JJ had something up his sleeve. But chill.
Yes, sir.
What the hell got into LeBron James? What did Keegan Murray do to him?
It wasn't just Keegan Murray. No, it wasn't just Keegan Murray. It was more of a, if I'm not mistaken, Ox, they haven't beaten you guys in like a year and a half. It's been like y'all own them, something like that. So you kind of get sick of that as a player. Like, why do we keep losing to these dudes? What's the problem? I mean, it wasn't a coincidence that Anthony Davis went off on Sabonis like he did. And the reason why he did that, because, again, as a competitor, you get tired of somebody kicking your ass. You get tired of it after a while. Like, all right, this dude ain't kicking my ass tonight. He's not. I thought the Lakers, one of the things they did more than anything was I thought that they brought the fight to Sacramento. I did enjoy that. Yes. And maybe it's me, Ron, but despite what's going on, not despite, despite ain't the word I want to use, with Anthony Davis and James, that action, I don't know if you guys see it. I really like the action between Austin Reeves and Anthony Davis. There's a connection there between those guys, whether it's the pick and pop, whether it's the pick and dive. These two guys really work well together. Austin Reeves knows where to get him the ball. He knows when to get him the ball. He's not fast with it. He just looks real comfortable when he plays with Anthony Davis. I really like that about those two guys. Now, I want to make something clear because I just watched this maybe a night ago, 2 nights ago. Yo, Ox, it's not fluff with JJ Redick. He knows the game. I watched his X's and O's. This isn't a gimmick. This isn't a guy that's just, we're just gonna have a figurehead here. No, he knows what he's doing. I see James not talking as much in the huddles, and the reason why is I think that he respects JJ Redick, not just from a podcast perspective, but it seems like JJ Redick knows what he's talking about. So James does respect coaches when he recognizes that you know what you're doing. He did that with Ty Lue, and it looks like he's doing that with JJ Redick. I'm not going to jump the gun and go, yo, JJ Redick is the coach of the year. Let's chill out. Let's relax. Yeah. Let's relax. But he looks, I like what I'm seeing with them.
I don't know, Chill. Like that's what I was saying from the beginning of this. Like he might not have coached in the NBA yet, but there are clear indications just from him, just from his basketball experience coming up under Coach K, the way he talks on these broadcasts, the little sense of arrogance he has. Paul, I see JJ Redick as the perfect coach to coach in LA. I liked what I was seeing from him before he got there. And I got to admit that guy is coaching his ass off right now, and I'm happy to see it. As much as I wish it was for a different team. Like I said, I love basketball over all of it, and I'm impressed by JJ Redick. I'm impressed. I'm always impressed by Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? Even when he's not scoring 30 something, I'm always impressed with Anthony Davis, except for when he's falling away from the rim and not being super aggressive. But this is the Anthony Davis that we love. This is the Anthony Davis that I'm happy to see. I don't care who he's killing. I love to see this type of basketball from Anthony Davis.
Just the
LeBron James too. Let me show LeBron some love too, because he was not playing with us.
He was not.
As of right now, Anthony Davis is averaging 34, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks, and almost 2 steals. He's shooting 80% from the line. He's even knocking down that tray ball, Mars. He's shooting 40% from 3, 57 from the field, and he's playing 37 minutes a game. Mars, would you like to talk about the Lakers and Anthony Davis specifically?
AD is really good at basketball.
He is, Mars. Yes, he is.
Hey, we looking good right now. We put him at number 5 on our list. We're looking real good.
I put him at number 5, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I mean, I think AD is arguably one of the 5 best players in the league. Definitely, I've been saying I think he's the best player in the Lakers. Definitely in the top 10 players in the league. JJ Redick said once he got the job, his focus was making Anthony Davis the hub of the offense, the focal point of the team. And he's done that. And Anthony Davis has shown that he's capable of that as a scorer, as a decision maker at the high post and at the top of the key and the elbows and all of those things. And the Lakers offense just looks, I mean, when you compare it to what Dwyane Ham had going on, anything probably looks better.
That's what I was going to ask you, Mars. Do you think that Dwyane Ham tried to make Anthony Davis the focal point of the offense?
There was like a 5-10 game stretch last year. I can't remember what month it was in. Lakers fans will probably be able to tell you, where he used Anthony Davis like a hub, and AD was playing really well. The Lakers were playing really well. And then he just went away from it. I don't know what month it was in, like, at all. But I do remember watching, and AD was like getting some of his highest assist games of like the season and stuff in that stretch. And then they just went right away from it again. So I don't he tried it and then just said, nah. But, you know, Dwyane Ham just be doing Dwyane Ham things, and now Milwaukee's struggling, so Dwyane Ham. But back to the Lakers, yeah, I think they look good. Best team in the NBA? No. But I think they look good. I'm not surprised. They got elite high-end talent. They got role players who can do their job, especially offensively. I do have concerns with their perimeter defense. If I'm being honest, I don't like any of the guys they really have on the perimeter, especially in the starting lineup. I think the best perimeter defender they're playing right now is probably Max Christie. So there's some concerns there, but JJ Redick's been quite creative with his defense. Anthony Davis is one of the best paint protectors and versatile bigs in the NBA. So you can do a lot of things, but I do think once the season progresses and you get to the postseason and stuff, they might have some concerns with that perimeter defense. But they are a really good team. But no, they are not the best team in the NBA. So 8 minutes into the show, we've got the answer to the title. Yeah,
I don't think they are neither. No, yeah. I don't think the Lakers are the best team in the NBA. But
are the Lakers back though? Like, is this their best team since they won the championship?
It's hard to call, Ron. It's only been 3 games. But
that 2021 team was really good. They just got hurt.
They were.
Like that team that was trying to defend that title, they were a really good team. They got hurt and then
broke down,
derailed. But so I don't know if this team is better than that one, especially after just 3 games. But I've enjoyed watching the Lakers. I wasn't a huge fan of watching the Lakers last year. It wasn't very fun. But this year I'm enjoying it, the creativity, the stuff. But it's funny, like we watched that. What was the podcast that JJ Redick and LeBron did? What was it called?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Between the lines,
someone in the chat will tell me.
It's called like the panel or something like that.
Okay, yeah, the panel. But you watch that. I'm waiting for someone to say it. Mind the game, thank you. So you watch that and you can see JJ Redick start talking about some plays that he likes, like out of bounds plays or plays for shooters and stuff. And then I'm like, he's running these plays for Dalton Connect. I'm watching him do it. Or the way he's using these non-shooting bigs and he's using them in the corners and then running DHOs and stuff. Like, he was praising Dan Hurley for that. And now I'm watching him do it. It's like he basically just told the league what his plan was going to be, and he's just doing it. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I think that's cool. But JJ Redick definitely knows the game. He knows what he's talking about. He knows how to use his personnel, it appears. But I think, especially when you got a veteran team like the Lakers, it's easy to start strong and it's easy to end strong. But how do they do in that monotonous part of the mid-season where you're playing, you're at game 52 and you're comfortably in the playoffs? Are they going to be as energetic? Are they going to still be crashing the offensive glass? Are they still going to be wanting to run as many plays as they seem to be running? It's like 80% of their possessions they're running a play, it seems like. Are they going to want to do that? Are they going to start freelancing more? Like, that's the concern. So I think right now it's starting strong. Everyone's bought in. But once you get deeper into the season and it's like we're now in the the grinder out part of the year, maybe that might just start that effort and that consistency might start to dissipate a little bit. On top of just not being as prepared for each game. So I want to wait it out with the Lakers and see how they look at that part of the season.
They got some older veteran coaches on the staff.
Yep.
And then obviously the LeBron. I think if you can get those assistant coaches, you know what I'm saying, to really keep preaching that to like the younger guys and even some of the guys that might kind of get, you know, because sometimes I've seen AD throughout the season where he kind of gets that look about him where he's just kind of just there.
Yeah.
But he's just so good that it's like, you know, if you can get AD to keep that up all season, then I think they can stay locked in. And I'm really impressed with Bron. I'm always impressed with Bron, obviously, but I'm wondering how much does he got in the tank? Kind of like what Mars was saying. Like he's starting off now. Is it gonna be where he has to kind of rest a little bit between game 30 and game 60? You know what I mean? So I don't know what he got in the tank. But like I was saying a minute ago, Ron, it's hard to answer the question on if they're the best team in the league because it's only been 3 games. But they look good. I can say that. I think they look really good, and we can definitely analyze what we're seeing.
Yep.
But I don't know about the best team. I will say this though, and Chill, I want to say this to you because I've said it to you before, and now I'm saying it even more. That was not drafting Dalton Connect is the worst move that the Kings have made in franchise history. In franchise history, the worst thing we've ever done is not draft Dalton Connect. I cannot believe we let that boy slide.
Hold on.
While I got you on the hook, I just got to ask you again. In franchise history?
In franchise history.
The Kings franchise, by the way. The Kings franchise.
In Kings franchise history, we have never made a move as egregious as passing up on Dalton Connect.
Like in this decade?
In ever.
Yeah. That Thomas Robinson draft was real good, man.
Yeah, that was pretty tough.
So,
like, over
Ron, you heard okay.
Marvin Bagley.
They became the Sacramento Kings in 1985. Ox is saying since 1985, when they became the Sacramento Kings, when they moved from Kansas City to Sacramento, they have not drafted a guy. They have not passed on the draft pick worse than Dalton Connect. They have.
So Ben McLemore.
Remember,
Nick Stauskas.
Remember,
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Remember Jimmy Fredette. We could have got Clay. But whatever. If it was, except for maybe Clay, the worst move we've ever made was passing up on Dalton Connect.
So Marvin Bagley over Luka.
That was the right pick. Jackson, that was the right pick.
Jaren Jackson, Trey, and the rest of the 2018. That's cool. But Devin Carter over Dalton Connect is where you draw the line.
I can even say Davion Mitchell in 9.
Okay. First and foremost, Miles, we already got our lead guard. We got our lead guard in Darian.
Okay, then take Jaren Jackson. Then take Jaren Jackson.
No, but the reason why we taking Marvin Bagley is because Marvin Bagley looked like the future of the stretch 4. That's why we going with Marvin Bagley at the time. Now it's Marvin easy Bagley to say today.
Yes, but then let's wait for Devin Carter to play. Then we can't be like, oh, Devin Carter was the wrong pick. Like he ain't even played yet. Let's wait for Devin Carter to play. The real problem is Mike Brown ain't playing Keon Ellis. That's the problem.
Is he not hurt? Is something going on?
I don't know what's going on.
What's going on with him?
Not playing Keon Ellis is the bigger problem. I don't know what Keon Ellis has done. I'm not tapped into what's going on in the Sacramento Kings locker room.
Right.
But Keon Ellis not starting is crazy. Not playing is even worse. So I don't know what's going on over there. But I need an explanation on why Keon Ellis is not in the rotation.
Well,
he should be starting, but him not in the rotation is crazy.
Well, I knew he wasn't going to start. But I'm shocked that he's not playing though. That's crazy to me.
Here's the thing, Ox, and we've talked about this in the past where, with management, are we in a contract year with Ellis?
I think so.
Okay, so us being in a contract year,
they're trying to drive the price down.
Yes, maybe they're trying to drive the price down with Ellis because we don't want to pay him because, again, don't forget, De'Aaron Fox is up for $350 this year. And we have to make sure that we keep him in the fold. So it may be beneficial to us just from a business standpoint to say, and teams do this all the time. Teams do this all the time when they have guys on the roster who are in a contract year or guys who are getting close to the money where they go, listen, we got to make sure that we keep this away. We got to make sure that we keep that away. So it could be because I can tell you right now what it's not. It's not Ellis's effort. We've seen Ellis's effort. We know that he plays hard every night. We've seen him as a defender. He's going to compete. We've also seen him on the offensive end. Is he a great offensive player? He's a good offensive player. And there's no way you can see him and say he can't help this team on a night-to-night basis. 100% you can say that. With that being said, we are in a contract year with Ellis. So it could be a management thing. It could very well be a management. And Mike Brown doesn't really seem like the type to conform to management, but there are times when you may have to. There are a lot of times. But Mars, you had brought up something interesting because I had the Lakers as a play-in team before the season started, and I had them as a play-in team because I thought that they were a playoff team more than they were a regular season team. And you're concerned about them, like when we get into the dog days of the season, the end of December to the middle of January or to the middle of February, your concern with them is valid. However, I feel like just in these 3 games that I'm watching, JJ Redick, I feel like he's got the pulse of this team. And I feel like he can keep the pulse of this team. And he knows how to keep these guys engaged. So if you got a guy in JJ Redick who knows the game and knows how players are, that's how you're able to manage them. I know your strengths. I know your weaknesses. I know how good you are in certain situations. JJ Redick he's the type of dude that'll look at the calendar and recognize, you know what, James ain't really that good in Utah in January. So maybe I won't play him that much in Utah in January. But I will play Anthony Davis because he's fantastic in January in Utah. He's the kind of coach that does things like that. So he looks like he has the pulse of this team. So I know that I said that they're a play-in team, and I'm gonna stick to that because I feel like they're a playoff team. But I got to watch out because JJ Redick looks like he has the pulse of this team.
Yeah, and so obviously it's a lot of basketball that needs to be played, but the Lakers have come out really swinging and firing on all cylinders. You guys have mentioned JJ Redick has coached his ass off. We've talked about LeBron. We've talked about AD. I want to talk about the other guys though, because Austin Reeves, from what I've been seeing, has definitely taken a step forward in his ability, just ball handling abilities, defensive assignments too. He's tasked to take the best perimeter defender or the best offensive player on the other team. And also too, he's just been active. He's been making good reads. He's been scoring. But then you also got guys like Rui, who's averaging 18 right now. Then you got D'Lo, who's kind of been up and down.
I told you when they traded for Rui what it was going to look like. I told you what it was going to look like.
Rui balling right now. And then chill. So the thing is, like, Austin Reeves, this is his 4th year playing with LeBron. Rui, this is his 4th year playing with LeBron. D'Lo, this is his 3rd year playing. Obviously, LeBron and AD, they've played 6 years together. So you got to, aside from obviously coaching changes, Anthony Davis taking a step forward, Reeves and Rui just getting better, and D'Lo as well, the chemistry that they've built up, this has been a long time brewing. LeBron and AD have played with each other for 6 years now. This is their 6th season. So it would make sense that they look better as a unit, and they're more cohesive. They look like they really look like they just know what each other's going to do before they do it.
I just thought that, one, he was wasting away in Washington. They had no idea what they were doing with Rui in Washington. None whatsoever. They didn't know whether to make him a transition player. They didn't know whether to make him a one-on-one player. They didn't know. They had no idea what they were doing. I knew when he got with the Lakers, and I vehemently remember saying he's going to be a much better transition player playing with James, just off the strength of him playing with James and James' ability to find guys in transition. I knew that. So then you add in a guy like JJ Redick, who looks like he's going to enhance more of his strengths, more of him in the mid post, more of him in the mid range. He actually runs action for Rui. He actually runs action for Rui in the mid range. I'm like, Darvin Ham wasn't doing that. No way, Darvin Ham was not doing that. And that's a part of coaching that we talk about when you know guys and you know how to manage the skill set and you know how much better they can be in certain areas. I love Rui with JJ Redick. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Rui. You guys remember I was telling you that I think Rui's the 3rd best player on the Lakers. And this year, he's been balling, but so is Austin. Like, if somebody was to tell me Austin's the 3rd best player, I'm not mad at it, but they got both of them. So whether one's 3rd and one's 4th, both of them have both stepped up and contributed in a major way.
Austin playing like it, Ron. Austin playing like he's that 3rd guy, man. I'm not mad with Austin
crazy right now.
I've been seeing a lot. I've been seeing a lot of reads over leak. Obviously, I don't like it, but I'm not mad at it right now. Austin playing like that.
Anthony Davis is also playing like an MVP contender and MVP caliber player. And right now is the best time to leverage what he's doing on the court. And you can do that through DraftKings. What is DraftKings? Well, it's just simply an app that you need to download because the NBA is finally back. A new season means new ways to get into action with the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Who's draining threes from behind the arc? Who's crashing the boards and grabbing rebounds? Get behind your favorite players in the prop bets you can make on DraftKings, which is the home of the NBA player props. Is this your first time gambling? Cool. If you're a new DraftKings customer, you can bet $5 to get $200 back in bonus bets instantly. Every point counts with DraftKings Sportsbooks. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code Players Choice. That's code Players Choice for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings can this happen. The crown is yours. Got a gambling problem? No worries. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 1-8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hills Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gambling resources, see dkng.co/bball. This graphic is on the screen right now of Anthony Davis in the MVP ladder. Guys, I know we're only 3 games into the season. I know. But they dropped this MVP ladder, and I couldn't resist.
One person runs that account. There's one person that runs that account. This is a individual MVP ladder. You're muted, chill.
Buddy Hield at 10. Like, let's be serious, man. Like,
what respect, Buddy Hield, Jared Allen, and Derek White, and Zubac.
Swipe, is it your estimation that there is no objectivity with this at all?
No, I'm just saying that like it's they made this. This is one person with Canva. Canva, one man with Canva did this, or woman did this.
It is a nice graphic to be.
I love it. Yeah, it was great. The reflection on the background. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Now it's so serious. But, I mean, I guess.
So if the MVP was to be given out today, or let me do you guys a better one. Let's get the word MVP out of here. Is Anthony Davis playing the best so far this season? Swiper, do you have objectivity?
Through the first 3 games, yes, I'm very objective. I think AD is better than a lot of people, including one of y'all's favorite player.
Okay, we not
one of our favorite players.
Whoa,
I mean, LeBron needs to be on that.
No, we want to know who's one of our better players.
No. LeBron needs to be on that list. He just had 32, 12, and 13. It's 3 games. That's 30. So 33% of the season, he's had one of the best games of the season. Okay, yes. So. And then Tatum's on that list. He has 2 of his 3 games have been excellent, especially that first one. James Harden has to be on there.
Yeah, they have Zubac, but not James Harden.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so he's averaging. James Harden averaging 25 and 12.7 right now. By the way, so.
I told you. We back.
Hey, swipe one more time. I don't think they heard you.
25 and 12.7 for James Harden, basically.
And we winning games. And we
11.7, whatever it is.
What's happening right now?
Yeah,
you're gonna knock it off with the Wii stuff. I'm sick of you with this.
Nah, you got it.
Okay, I had it with you.
The Clippers are no good.
We doing this. We
James
doing
Harden
that.
can't do it. Nah, not the Wii.
Hey, now they have surprised me though.
Hey, wait. Norman Powell. He's on the list. He had 37, so 33% of his games.
That's Ox guy. That's Devin
He's closed out. I mean,
games. That's what you do every 3 games.
Luka's been, he's not on the list yet. Mid Luka. Derek Lively is, so for sure, probably. Who else is on this list?
Does mid and Luka belong in the same sentence ever?
Yes, it does. Where is how many games is they only play 2 games?
Can we please talk about that scoring machine in Brooklyn? Can we talk about him?
Who?
Oh my God!
Can we talk about that
scoring machine? You mean Dennis Schroeder?
No, the other scoring
machine.
No,
it's obviously you're talking about Dennis because if you watched the game yesterday, he was the best net on the court.
I'm talking about that guy. I'm talking
about number 24.
That's what I'm talking about. That scoring machine. We could get to Milwaukee and Brooklyn in a little bit, but
oh yeah, we don't need to get to that.
Yeah,
we need to get to the Pacers. That's what we need to get to.
Garbage.
That's what we
losing
need
to the Sixers like that.
We'll get to that, you guys.
Yeah,
we'll get
I like
to
that. I like that.
We still got to talk about who's the best players in the NBA
cooking
right now to start the season.
Well, can we just? Yeah, can we just agree? It's probably maybe Anthony Davis, but they beat the Kings and who else?
The Kings, the Suns, and
who else did they beat?
They beat the Wolves. Wolves.
That's it.
By the way, I knew the Suns were losing that game. They got a 22. I said, set your watch. Into the third quarter, this is going to be a single-digit game, and they're going to be a terrible fourth-quarter team again.
They can't stop anybody. They can't stop nobody.
To be fair, neither can the Lakers. But they funneled AD, and you got some hope and dreams and all that stuff. But
the problem with the Lakers is
wonder what the blowback percentage is.
But you have.
Wait, Ox. Should we build a defense around a guard that can't defend by just letting them just blow by them and then just give them to whoever that's defense though. But shout out.
Swiper. First and foremost, what Ox wants to do is Ox wants to put Luka on the other end of the floor at the free throw line.
No, I don't. No, I don't, Chill. No, I don't.
Do that no more.
No, I don't. I want to do that last year. Look.
You seen Luka playing defense? You seen Luka playing defense?
I've only watched 1/4 of the Mavericks.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I got integrity. I've only watched 1/4 of the Mavericks this year. But in that quarter, I saw Luka sitting down, moving his feet, his hands active.
Which game?
That,
Spurs?
The same night we played
It was yesterday, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
No, he's talking about the game he watched.
It was when they played the Spurs game.
Yeah, Spurs. Oh man,
did y'all play? Did they play Houston? Was it Houston or was it?
They ain't played us.
Okay,
no, they played Spurs opening night.
No, it was the Suns. It was the Suns.
Oh, so long.
Yeah. It was when KD was giving.
Oh yeah.
See, you watched the first quarter. I watched the fourth quarter.
I only watched the first quarter, so that's what I'm saying. I can only speak on what I've seen, and what I saw is Luka trying to win MVP because he was sitting down, moving his feet, trying to beat people to spots, getting his hands active. I've never seen Luka play defense like that, and I watched for about 8 or 9 minutes.
So what happened in the fourth quarter, Ron? You said what happened in the fourth quarter?
What happened in the fourth quarter? KD got the cooking. That's what happened in the fourth quarter.
KD thing. Yeah, Luka. I'm not gonna lie. Luka was playing about as good defense you can expect Luka to play. KD.
Come on, bro. Chill. I just like when it's two superstars going at each other, guarding each other, yapping at each other. Like usually that's Luka looking somebody in the face and saying, "You can't guard me. You too small for me." For KD to give Luka that bucket at that moment in time in the game and to look Luka in his eye. He didn't just say it. He didn't just hit the bucket and turn around and just do this. He looked Luka dead in his face, did this to Luka, and said, "You're too small to guard me."
Ron, I feel what you're saying. I just don't see why you making such a big deal about it. Like that's Kevin Durant. Like that's not.
It's literally what I just said though. Like.
Just the way he did
him doing it to Luka, like you usually don't. It's rare that somebody singles out the Luka Doncic's of this world, the LeBron Jameses, even Kevin Durant. It's rare that you see somebody single them out and just start talking big smack to them.
Ron, Luka not in Kevin Durant and LeBron James realm.
Yo, like, in terms of
like the Luka Doncic
right now today, in terms of who's feared in the NBA, I wouldn't be surprised if Luka was at the top of the list. In terms of who's most feared, who you're most scared of.
I'm just saying like it's not. To me, I understand where Ron coming from. Like that he did that Luka guy, but to me it's kind of like that's supposed to happen. Like Luka guarding KD, like that's a bucket. So that's all I'm saying. Like Luka not no defensive stopper or like I know I just said what I said about him in the first quarter, and I wanted to ask like, am I tripping? Did he do that for the rest of the game? For the rest of y'all watching, like was that a whole game thing? Because I only saw the first quarter.
What's the biggest gripe with Luka as a defender? Like
Recovering.
I've not only recovering. I've seen Luka get in the stance, get his feet moving, get his hands busy. I've seen that. Have I seen that on a consistent basis? No.
Right.
No, I have not. And the problem is the one time that you've seen him do it, or the couple of times that you saw him do it, he'll do that. But then you know what else he'll do? Go ahead, yo. You good.
Ole, 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 ole,
And that's just compound.
Ole.
That just makes it worse. Now, I never asked Luka, and just the same logic with Damian Lillard. I never asked you to be Eric Bledsoe. I never asked you to be Marcus Smart. I never asked you to be Drew Holiday because that's not you.
One of those names doesn't belong in that conversation. By the way.
Which one? Eric Bledsoe?
Yeah.
I mean, Eric Bledsoe.
He was buff. No, he was buff. He was just buff. He was just buff.
Eric Bledsoe
No, but he was
just buff.
So it was just muscles and him being dark skinned.
That's all it was. He was a running back in the league. He should have been a running back.
Nah. Go ahead, chill. Swipe a cap.
Yes, he 100% is captain. What I'm saying is that I don't expect you to be those guys. No, what I do expect you to be as an elite guard, I do expect you to compete on the defensive end. And he doesn't compete on the defensive end on a consistent enough basis for me. That's why I have such a big problem with Luka, especially because I've seen you a play here, a play there, get in your stance and get a steal. It's interesting. I've seen Luka. I think Luka's one of the better post defenders in the game, statistically. I know that sounds ridiculous, but he's one of the better post defenders.
Who's he guarding in the post though? Let's be honest. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like if you put Tatum on him, he's like stopping Tatum. Yeah, but Wemby weighs less than Luka, just to be clear. You know what I mean? Shout out. No, but Wemby's not a great post up player anyway.
Pretty sure Tatum weighs less.
But you put Tatum on him, cooked. You know what I mean? Shout out Tatum.
Shout out to Tatum. Been hooping this year.
Fellas, to get back to
2022 Tatum. Go ahead.
I gotta ask you guys. Obviously, it's year 22. The first two games wasn't awfully LeBron-ish, but the third game, he looked like LeBron. So I gotta ask you guys, what do we expect from Bron this year? Do we expect him to have one of those games every 3 games? Do we expect him to coast through a good portion of the season? Or are we just expecting lesser numbers, 22, 6-6?
He's going to be he is going to be South Beach, Miami. He's going to be coasting.
Oh, Swiper.
That's perfectly fine.
Swiper, you're a football guy, Swiper. You're a football guy, and you know how quarterbacks look when they get to a certain age. But they'll turn the clock back every once in a while. You'll see Drew Brees throw for 350 yards in a game. But for the most part, that's not going to happen every Sunday. So if you think you're going to get 32, 14, and 10 out of James every other night or twice in a week, that's not happening. No. I'm thinking James is anywhere between 22 and 24. He's probably going to be 7 and 7. That's probably who James is at this point. At this point, that 32.
James, he gonna average less than 25 this year?
I do think that. Yeah, and the reason why, and here's why, not just because he's slowing down, because if you watch James athletically, he is slowing down. However, it's not because he's slowing down. It's because the offense is emphasized on Anthony Davis more. Or if that, which it should have been already, but the fact that they're emphasizing Anthony Davis more in the offense, that's going to cut into James. And I think James is going to be willing to do that. I'm not sure that Anthony Davis is 35 and 15 on a Tuesday. I ain't going that far, but I've seen stretches where that's why I'm not sold on this, because I've seen Anthony Davis go 35 and 15 for a week. I've seen him do that for a month, but it's not sustainable with him. I don't think that.
I don't know how many people 35 and 15 is sustainable with in the first place. To be honest with you, that's a lot of work.
Well, is James Harden 25 and 12? Is that sustainable?
Yes.
No. 21. I think 20. I think 22 and 10.5. Yeah, I can get with it. I can get with it.
I don't know if that's
his efficiency's in the water right now. I don't care though. That doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, he can't shoot. He can't. He can't shoot.
Who's helping him? But nobody's helping him. I mean, he has no help. Nah, but yeah, he's a play finisher. That's it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But I mean, like, that's the point. James Harden, we getting our numbers without being efficient. So
who's we, bro? What is this we?
Harden FC. What do you mean? Who's we? Harden FC.
Here we go.
So
Moden turned Mars out, and it's nothing wrong with that. All these super chats, clearly he's been serenading Mars. He's doing this for a reason, and he got a hold of him. And the same way that Mars rubbed off on all you guys with Houston, pretty soon, chill.
No, Ron. I don't like that. I've been the one.
You guys will be on the Clippers bandwagon too.
No. You don't. Y'all don't get to do this. I was the one that was hyping.
Big beard?
No, I was the one hyping Harden coming into the year. You don't get to give him to Mars.
You
First
were
off.
not.
I was. I said he was still going to be Harden. Y'all was talking about they're going to be like 11 seed out the playoffs. I said you was tripping. I specifically said you were tripping when you took him outside the playoffs.
I still
but Chilla hater.
No, that's not. No. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. I get to stand on the James Harden takes because I said it with my chest. You, sir, said it with your bird chest.
Y'all too prideful. Who cares?
The whole chat knows.
No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't. The whole chat. Mars, you're the same age as most of the chat. They already favor you anyway. That's really why you get. That's why you got clout. Because y'all are all within the same area, 16 to 22 years old.
Are you saying they favor Mars just because they're the same age?
Because they're the similar age. Yeah, that's his demographic. That's his people. That's his people.
I thought it was because Mars was light skinned with a do-rag.
That's his people. Oh yeah, there you go. That's another one. That's another benefit.
Don't go for that, Mars.
They know I've been pushing the Harden propaganda. So
Swiper, actually, you should try putting on a do-rag. You might get some more people in your favor. Like the
I
people
don't want. Nope. I'm with Ox. I don't want the biased media on my side. Okay, I stand on my 10. That's what I want.
Part of that bias.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Don't throw shots. See, I hate when y'all do that. Y'all be throwing shots at Mars and then try to jump over here with me.
How is that a shot?
Say that shit, Mars.
They're all the same age bracket. That's not a shot. It's factual. Everybody drop your age in the chat right now. We're gonna figure this out. Get 100 people. Let us know how old you are. We're gonna filter all that stuff out. Go ahead.
Swiper, you can't be Ox though. Ox is literally the redhead stepchild up here. Like, look, bruh up here with a tie-dye shirt on. Like, he the only one that could do that and get away with it.
Ox, to your point,
85 line.
I'm watching Norman Powell, and I immediately thought about Jeremy Lin. And the reason why I thought about Jeremy Lin and Lin's his
it's me passing it.
Listen to me what I'm saying.
Wow.
Listen to me what I'm saying.
Okay,
I think what you think I'm equating. I think Jeremy Lin and Norman Powell are the same player. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is when Lin's sanity happened, right? Lin's sanity happened, and Mike D'Antoni had to turn him loose. There were players in the league looking at him going, if I got turned loose like that, I could get busy like that too. And Norman Powell, it looks like the shackles are off of him. It looks like the shackles are off of him, and it looks like he's able to get busy.
Shackles?
Yes. It looks
like
Kawhi's
not there.
That's the point.
That's not a shackle. That's your role. How is you staying in your pocket a shackle?
Okay, well, obviously he's a much better player than we've seen. If you watch him now, he's much better. It's just the
chill. It's October 28th.
Oh, chill. He's not much better. Chill. He's just scoring. Norman Powell is this player. He's been this player. I don't think anybody.
He's been that guy.
I mean, he's the same player.
There's a lot of guys who are capable of doing that.
I said before, if he got the green light,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's changed is that he's got the like Swiper said. Kawhi's not there. Whenever Kawhi and PG not around, Norman Powell go off. So he can do that. It's so I get what you're saying. Like the shackles have definitely been off. He broke the bonds. You know what I'm saying? But that's just because Kawhi's not there. But I also think if Kawhi's still here, he's still going to get a lot of shots. Though PG's not there, like Norman Powell's going to have a heck of a season.
Can he be their third best scorer?
No, that's Zubac.
He is their he is their second best scorer, if not their best scorer already.
Well, right now
But don't get it mixed between third best player and third best scorer.
I said Zubac.
The Euro.
Yeah, he said what he said.
All right.
Are we going to talk about Kevin Porter Jr.? Or...
No. There's no reason to. There's no reason to.
So when I told you guys he stinks,
and I told you about Chris Dunn, I was right.
I watched some of that Warrior game last night, and you and I did the Denver game on Saturday, and I thought that you were a little harsh on KP, and then I watched them again last night against the Warriors.
Harsh on KP.
I'm like, yo, I think he's gonna end up playing himself out the rotation.
You see the shots he be taking?
I watched him for 2 years on the Rockets. I've seen enough. Then he hit women. And now he back and he still thinks like, come on, like why
he's gonna end up playing himself out of the rotation. If you watch it, like,
is he better than Bones?
He bigger. I think that's the only reason he plays. If I'm being honest.
What you think? You think Bones better than him?
Shot selection isn't bad though. It's just that he can't score.
I can't call it.
No, I got you.
Man, look. KP gonna have a 30-point game, and everybody's perspective is
Who
gonna
is
change.
KP? I don't know.
The only reason people thought he was good in the first place is because he had that 50 on Drew Holiday.
Mars.
Anyone
I understand why you don't like Kevin Porter Jr. I understand why you don't like KP, but I'm not about to let you come out. I'm not gonna let you come out here and spew lies that KP can't hoop. KP can go.
Who is KP? His name is KPJ.
Swiper.
KP is Kristoff.
KP is from Seattle. We call
what's
him
that?
KP
I'm not claiming him either.
KP here. I've been calling him KP since before I knew you. We call him KP here.
Man, KP ain't got no motion on PC. I know one KP. He's a champion.
I know two
KPs. Just go ahead and finish what you're saying.
No, I said what I need to say. Like KP got go.
Ron not gonna act like the only reason I don't think KPJ is good is because he hits women. I didn't think he was good in Houston before that stuff came out. I was watching him. Game in, game out, I was saying this guy is trash. And he was putting up like 18 and 7 or 20, whatever he was putting up. And I still said he was trash. Now he abuses women, comes back and he's even worse. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know why he's in the league to begin with. And I didn't think he was good enough.
Yeah, bro. Now you're just taking it too far. Now you're just jumping overboard. I don't understand why he's in the league. Come on, bro.
What?
Come on.
I think he's better. He's definitely better than what he's playing right now. I think it's going to take a couple of games, but KP was not this player. Kevin Porter Jr., who I'm talking about right now, Swiper, was you know what I'm saying, was better than this before everything that happened. I'm assuming he's going to have to break out of something, get some rust off or something, but because he was definitely an NBA player when, you know, a couple seasons ago. Right now it's not looking great, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something's gonna happen. It's no way that he's this player right now.
Shout out.
But anyway, to talk about the good players on that team, has everyone come around on Chris Dunn?
I mean, I was
Chris Dunn been balling.
No, I want more energy. I want more energy. No, Mars is cool. I want more energy around Chris Dunn.
He's been balling. Hey,
Chill. You see how long he is and how he makes that defense work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I like the thing that I like his energy on defense more than anything as a backup league guard. I love his energy on defense and how he speeds them up, creating opportunities offensively from their defense and how he competes. I really like that. And on top of that, and me and Mars watched him a couple of nights ago, the fact that he can make open shots, that's a big deal when you're playing with dudes like James Harden, when you're playing with a big like Zubac. That's a pretty big deal.
A guard that can guard and hit open shots. You would think, Mars, Ox, you would think they would work next to a great playmaker. You would think.
Yeah, but you got a guy.
What's happening right now?
You got a guy who puts.
He should be in Denver. That's the problem, Ox. That's the problem.
They got a guy who puts up triple doubles, and they got a playmaking backup five. What are we talking about?
Yeah, y'all got a defensive point guard. I seen your little tweet.
Don't
try to hide that. I seen your little tweet.
Y'all talking about Denver?
Russ is amazing on defense. I love Russ's defensive effort.
They got two.
He did have 3 defensive plays. Yeah, he did, but I did not want him over Chris.
Games.
He has not. I did not want him over Chris Dunn. So don't put that lie on my name.
Oh wait, so Swap, you're not happy with Russ right now?
No, I'm not. I move, Ox. I move fast. I move fast. I'm good. I'm good to come off of stuff. I'm good. I don't like Sarge either. If we can talk about the Nuggets, the chat been asking for Denver. We can talk about Dario Sarge if you want. I got time, bro. I got time. I got less. Okay, Ox, anyway. I'm not gonna hold you. You could chill. How you're fit? You're in your. I'll go back 23 years.
I'm 51.
I'll go back 23 years. You could play back at 5 for Denver better than him right now.
No, I cannot.
Yes, you could. Switch. You could switch and rebound and hit open shot.
I could hit an open shot. Sure, I could do that. I don't know if I could rebound.
So you telling me if I gave you 7 NBA minutes, you couldn't grab 3 rebounds?
I could do that. Yes.
Okay.
You know how much that is per 36?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of rebounds.
I could do that.
Ox, have you ever seen a player not be able to hit shots, not be a post player, not be a rim protector, not be able to switch, not be able to play drop, not be able to hit a shot, and not be able to rebound and get minutes?
You see it all the time, really. I mean,
no.
The season's early. It's early, Swappy.
No, I don't. I never wanted Sarge. He doesn't make any sense. He doesn't make any sense for the roster.
Completely, utterly ineffective if you can't do any of those things.
That Mars, and I keep saying that if Holmes was healthy, then this would be irrelevant. The whole thing will be irrelevant, but he's not.
Who was I'm sorry, I missed
Duran. If Duran Holmes, because he's a 6'10", switching big, rim protector, good 3-point shooter. Like he is the concept, but They have Sarge to.
I don't want to be all over the place, but to talk about, I mean, and we'll get to Denver, but this kid Chris Dunn, back to the Lakers. Like I said, I don't back to the Clippers. I don't want to be all over the place, but he gives them something that a lot of teams don't have. A legit backup lead guard that can knock down open shots and to compete on the defensive end. Yeah. That's a big ass deal.
For cheap.
On the cheap.
Yep.
And on the cheap. That's a huge deal when you're playing behind. And they don't really, and if I'm being honest, they don't lose much. I mean, they lose some scoring when James Harden comes off the floor for Chris Dunn. They 100% lose scoring. But they don't lose that much, right? They don't lose that much when Chris Dunn comes on the floor. And I think that's the mark of a great backup player. When you got a guy that when he comes on the floor, he keeps us rolling. He ain't as good as the first guy, but we don't lose much when he gets on the floor. And I love what Chris Dunn is doing with the
It's only a matter of time before Terrence Mann stops starting. I'm sorry. Terrence Mann is just not good.
Before he stops playing, you think, out of the rotation?
I hope so. Chris Dunn needs to be starting, and Terrence Mann minutes need to be cut. They're already very low, but they need to.
Well, that's the thing, man. They've loved Terrence Mann since the idea of him began.
The idea and the reality are vastly different.
Ma, do you feel the same way about Mann that you do about KPJ?
No.
Huh?
KPJ.
No.
I just want to make sure.
No, KPJ is horrible playing basketball and also shouldn't just be in the NBA. Terrence Mann just shouldn't be starting over Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn is better on both sides of the ball than Terrence.
But you see how we got here? We're 3 games in and we're already saying Chris Dunn should be starting on a playoff level team.
A week into the season.
That's what I'm telling y'all.
Not a playoff level team.
No.
What? Without Kawhi. This is not a playoff.
Who that?
I forgot.
Who's that?
I brought up the MVP rankings.
Who's that? Yeah.
I forgot.
What does that say?
The best.
What does that say, Ron?
Okay, they're a 5th seed. My bad. I'm tripping. They are a playoff level team. I'm sorry.
James Harden.
James Harden would lead this team to the Western Conference Finals.
Ron, do not.
Chill. He leads the league in assists. He'll lead them to the Western Conference Finals. Zubac is the second best, third best big in the West.
Get the hell out of here.
No, who said that?
Fourth. I'm tripping. Fourth. My bad. Fourth.
We're not going to let him bully you into that because we saw last year, we saw the same thing going on with Utah. Utah looked like they were a playoff level team, and we had people.
You're comparing them to Utah?
You know what I'm comparing them to? I'm comparing them to a team that Swiper thinks this is a playoff level team.
I said they're playing. You the one that said they out the playoff. That wasn't me.
I don't think they're making the playoffs. I don't.
The play-in? You don't think they'll be in the play-in?
I don't think they're playoff.
You see how your Rockets look?
Now a play-in. Now a play-in team.
Why you bring up?
Okay, first of all, they weren't that. What are you talking about, Swiper? They aren't bad. You saw what they did to Memphis. They're not bad at all. That's not a bad team. But
tell Shagun to make a layup. Go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry. My fault. My bad. It's my fault. Go ahead.
As I was saying.
Hey, my bad. Hey, the bear. I'm sorry. Shaq.
When I watch James Harden, the more I watch James Harden, it's evident that James Harden, that unit, not just the unit that he's on now, he should have been built around him like Dallas built around Dirk. He can't play with superstars. He's got to be the guy. And it's got to be a bunch of other level guys below him in order for him to thrive. And like we saw what he looked like with Joel Embiid. We saw what he looked like with Russ. We saw what he looked like with these other guys. Now him playing with this Clipper team, if he plays with this Clipper team, if he's younger, I got a lot more respect for this Clipper team than I do now. A lot more respect.
James Harden can't play with superstars?
No, when we're talking about playing with superstars, we're talking about winning. That's what I'm talking about. I don't mean
he won.
That.
So when
he won with CP3.
So when he played with Chris Paul in 2018, he couldn't play with superstars. He couldn't play with superstars, or does that not count?
They lost because of injury, chill. I can't.
Ran CP out of town. Ran Russ out of town. Broke the white man.
So when he played with
ran Kyrie out of town. Ran KD out of town.
Look, he left before Kyrie.
No. How did he run these people out of town?
When he played with KD and Kyrie, and they just looked like the best team in the sport. He couldn't play.
That was a disaster. No, that was a disaster.
Wait. What did actually Harden's fault in any of these places?
Because they got hurt. Yes. Because they got hurt.
You keep Mars. Don't discount why they got hurt. James Harden came in the camp. We're not doing that.
Whether or not you're blaming James Harden for him getting hurt, that's fine. That's not relevant to what you said. You said he can't play with superstars.
Right.
When they played, they look like the best team in the sport, and James Harden was playing like a top 10 player, top 5 in my opinion. So how could, when he was there and the superstars were there, how was he not playing well with superstars, regardless of the fact that he got hurt because you think he was out of shape, which is fine. That's not relevant.
Which he was.
You said when he's out there, he can't play with superstars. He was playing with KD and Kyrie at an MVP level, and the Nets look like the best team in the sport.
But
and he played with Chris Paul, and they look like the best team in the sport. So how can you not?
Okay, I forgot about Chris Paul, which is ridiculous because he won the league MVP playing in Houston. Chris Paul wasn't there that year, but the years that he was at his best, he was playing with guys, with the exception of Chris Paul. The years that he was at his best, he was playing with guys that were less than, like having to play with
21.
That Brooklyn,
he was averaging 25 and 12 with Durant and Kyrie.
That Brooklyn thing was a disaster.
Harden's prime. No, they got hurt. If you go through James Harden's prime, so when he got to Houston, 2013, he first gets there. That's where it's like, oh my God, James Harden's real good. Then they get Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is still seen as the premier big in the league.
Is he though at that point?
Yeah, 2014 Dwight. Yes, he's still considered one of the best bigs in the league, top 3, easy. He gets Dwight Howard. James Harden is now elevated into one of the best players in the NBA, top 10 player. That's with Dwight. 2015, now it's James Harden might be a top 5 player, comes second in MVP that year with Dwight. 2016, the Rockets fall off a cliff. That's one of James Harden's worst years in his prime. So yeah, cool. And that's when Dwight Howard starts to regress. That's where it's like, James Harden not great. 2017 is the year with no superstars. That's the Ryan Anderson, Trevor Ariza, Eric Gordon. First year of Mike D'Antoni. He comes second.
Was Green there that year?
Gerald Green, yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the year with no superstars. He's second MVP. He's great. 2018, Chris Paul arrives, superstar player. James Harden is the MVP, one of the best players in the NBA. He's great. 2019, 36 a game. Chris Paul is there, misses part of the season because of the hamstring injury, but Chris Paul is there. James Harden is great. 2020, he's playing with superstar Russell Westbrook, averaging 34 a game, one of the best players in the league. The reason they lose.
20?
That was 2020. That was the bubble year. The reason they lose is because Russell Westbrook comes into the bubble hurt. They experiment with that micro ball thing. Robert Covington, PJ Tucker at the 5. But James Harden is still one of the best players in the NBA, top 5 easy. And in the postseason, he actually performed really, really well that year. And people don't give him his credit for that.
They just went up on the Lakers. They just weren't.
2021 is the year where he asks out of Houston. You say he came in out of shape, which everyone could see, the fat suit, blah, blah, blah. He goes to Brooklyn with Kevin Durant, with Kyrie. And the conversation is James Harden the best player on the Nets? Is James Harden the league MVP? That's how great he was playing next to superstars. They then get into the playoffs, that Boston series, anyone who remembers it, James Harden, KD, and Kyrie were all playing at an otherworldly level.
Yeah, they
mopped. The only reason, and they were destroying the Nets.
And then they were up 4. They beat the Bucks by 40.
They were destroying the Bucks, and then everything went downhill. Kyrie goes down, James goes down, then KD has to do what he does. James Harden once again was playing great with superstars. Then from that hamstring injury, this is where James Harden is no longer peak James Harden. 2022, James Harden post hamstring, he's not the same guy. He goes and plays with Joel Embiid, and he's still one of the best playmakers, decision makers in the NBA. That Philadelphia offense is one of the best in the league with Joel Embiid and James Harden. He's just not scoring 34 anymore, but he's playing next to a superstar, is the second best player on the team, and is playing elite. 2023, the same thing happens. He's playing at an extremely high level next to another superstar, and Tyrese Maxey begins to ascend. Then he goes to the Clippers last year and is, in my opinion, their second best player last year. He's done nothing but show he can play with superstars. He just keeps losing.
Fair enough.
That's all he does. He just keeps losing, but he's playing great.
Fair enough.
So yeah, see, Harden FC, man.
Yo, fellas, I want to start doing a better job of being a better host, and part of that goes into what the banner says. If you send in a $10 super chat, your question gets answered right now. We have 2 $10 super chats, so let's get to them. Nixon6 said that Brooklyn team was way overrated. They played zero defense, and Milwaukee exposed them big time.
No,
Mars, how were they the best team in the league? Laughing my ass off. KD and them soft boys ran to the B team in town.
That's not what happened. If Kyrie Irving doesn't roll,
and he's glad that KD and Kyrie ain't go to the Knicks. That's
if Kyrie Irving doesn't roll his ankle, they smoke them.
He's upset that KD and Kyrie ain't joining them. So
yeah, I don't think Giannis to this day is in Milwaukee if they can help. So I mean that's how
played on the Bucks said they thought they were going to lose that series. Yeah. Everyone who's ever spoken that series thought they were going to lose. And shout out to I'm not going to take away a champion, but this is why I say, like, for me, I'm not going to raise how good you are because you win a chip. So much has to go in your favor to win a championship. It's fair to say the Bucks they had good fortune. They had to hold up their end of the bargain. They were an elite postseason defense. They still had to beat the Hawks, beat the Suns, beat the Bucks, beat the... Did they play around one? The Miami. They have to beat Miami, who beat them the year before. They did all of that. But I can also acknowledge there's a lot of luck that was involved, and Brooklyn just got unlucky, and the Bucks benefited from that. I'm always going to say, in my opinion, if everyone is healthy in that 21 postseason, the Nets are coming out the East, and the Clippers or the Lakers are coming out the West. That's my opinion. It's never going to change. That's just
well, Mars, for you. I mean, I get, I understand everything you said. My thing with that is, for you, when you said that's why I don't hold the championships to a certain regard. For me, that's a part of everything. Like, that's a part of life. That's a part of every sport. That's a part of every industry. You know, the best people are the ones that were prepared for when luck was presented to them. The best are the ones that are prepared for those type of situations, and the best are the ones that get a little fortune on their side. So I do hold winning the championship hard, regardless if something happened over in that camp. Like if somebody over there got hurt, maybe that was ill preparation. Being prepared is the part of winning. You know what I'm saying? You have to. I had a coach.
Being hurt means you weren't prepared. Yes,
that happens. No, that happens. But check me out though. Before y'all get into that, me and Ron had a coach one time where he would say that all the time. Like, the only thing we can do is be prepared. We do the best we can in practice. We get in the weight room. We get our bodies strong. We do recovery. We study the game. You know what I'm saying? We do what we're supposed to do. We do the best we can. We get prepared. We work hard. We execute our plan. But in order to get that crown, it comes with there's blessings involved. There's luck involved. There's favor involved. You know what I'm saying? The best skilled people aren't always going to win. The best is who wins it. You know what I'm saying? Like in honestly, favor, blessings, luck goes into all of that, and that's in every industry. That's in every sport. That's in everything. You know what I'm saying? In business, you got to sometimes you got to bump into the right person, and that's luck. You know what I'm saying? It's not always like, oh, I foreseen this happening in business. I saw this cause and effect or whatever. A lot of it has to do with just being in the right place at the right time. And I gotta give the praise to the person who was prepared when luck was presented to him.
Mars, well, two things.
Before you do, I'm only saying that to say about what you initially had said, Mars. Like, I agree with everything you had said. All I'm saying is I think sometimes we do got to hold some these championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they won a championship. I think that means a lot. But go ahead, don't you?
Well, the definition of luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So that's the actual definition of luck. So to Mars's point, when you talk about a guy in James Harden who was integral in what they were doing in Brooklyn, well, we got lucky. You know why we got lucky? Because he came into camp out of shape. Him coming into camp out of shape, he ended up breaking down. With him breaking down, that was fortune for us because he's not going to play as well as he did in the past when he was in better shape, even though he played himself in shape throughout the course of his career. Well, if he's on that Brooklyn team and he's out of shape, and Kyrie Irving goes down, that gives us a better opportunity to win, as opposed to if these guys were at their full power. I'm not going to discount Milwaukee because James Harden put on 15 pounds of blubber. I'm not going to discount Milwaukee because Kyrie Irving rolled his ankle. Hell no, I'm not going to do that because you do need some stuff to go your way. You do need to have some luck in the court. Being good, I've always stuck to the attitude that being good isn't good enough. You need to have some stuff go your way, and there are plenty of champions who've had things go their way in order for them to win, and I can't discount them winning for that. A prime example would be the Golden State Warriors in 2017. Dude, the San Antonio Spurs beat the Golden State Warriors in 2017 in the Western Conference Championship if Kawhi Leonard doesn't roll his ankle?
I think it's a tougher series, but
I 100% don't think that they walking bottom in 4 games. No. And on top of that, they did really well against them during the regular season. They did. So if Leonard doesn't roll his ankle and he's at full strength, I think we're looking at a different series. But Golden State got lucky because Kawhi Leonard gets hurt. They got 4 games out the way, and we got more rest. If Leonard is healthy, this might be a 6-7 game dogfight. And one of our guys might break down in the process. So being good isn't good enough. No, you definitely need some things to go your way, 100%. And I'm not going to discount.
Mars, I got to step in because I do got 2 $10 super chats, and we do now have a segment of the week that will be presented on Mondays at the top of the first hour that we're going to get into. First off, I want to read this super chat, $10 super chat from World Peace. He said, I didn't know if you was a fan of the NBA, you had to be invested in that player's personal life. Why people like Mars can't talk basketball without bringing up what KP did or what Karl Malone did. Fans are weird.
Okay,
first and foremost, no. It's addressing me. I said I thought Kevin Porter Jr. was a bad basketball player before he did what he did. I said that. That was the first point I made. I didn't think he was good in Houston. What I said was I don't think he should be in the league based on the fact that A, what he did, and B, he's also trash. So, in my opinion, if you do that, you should probably be out the league. But if you're going to be in the league, you definitely shouldn't be trash. My whole point about Kevin Porter Jr. was I didn't think he was good in Houston. And that was before him doing what he did came out. That was he was seen as a problem child in Cleveland, but he didn't do what he did. I said that before that point. And if you think I'm ever going to say a positive word about number 32, then I guess I'm just not going to do that. So I'm fine with that. If that makes me weird, that I'm not going to speak positively about number 32, cool. I'll be the weirdest guy on this panel. I'll stand on that every day. I don't care.
First and foremost, Mars has, and I know we're gonna get into this round. Mars, I've never heard you say anything bad about Karl Malone's game. You might not address him in terms of his name, but I've never heard you say anything bad about his game. Never.
Yeah, why would I?
I have yet to hear you talk bad about his game. There's a difference between I could separate the artist from the art. I could do that, and I think that I feel like you do that when it comes to Malone. I just don't think you address him as it.
I won't talk about him if I don't have to. But when we did the power forward list, I spoke about him. But I won't talk about him if I don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to downplay the second best power forward of his generation.
Of his generation, facts.
I just want Mars and everybody in the chat that agrees with them to keep that same energy when Kevin Porter starts balling this year.
No.
That's all I want. Just keep that same energy.
People are praising him for putting up 19 in Houston. Like, I know you guys weren't watching that 21-win team. Just shut up. Like, I watched
Ron, that shit was Animal House when he was in Houston. It was
what
Animal
does Houston
Houston
got to do with the Clippers? I didn't bring up Houston. I still think Mars is being disingenuous because I did watch Kevin Porter in Houston, and he was a bucket.
Yeah, but
now, whether you liked it or not, because he should have been giving the ball to Jalen Green or Sengun, whatever agenda you may have. Hey, KP
still is a good basketball player.
He's still okay, and for you to say that he's not good enough to be in the NBA, you're just being disingenuous, or B, you just don't like him, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But for you to say he should be in the league and don't go through their lineup and say, hey, Guy Jones shouldn't be in the league, Amir Coffey shouldn't be in the league, Bones Highland shouldn't be in the league, for you to just exclusively single him out, that means it's something else that's obviously in the equation. And like I said, it is what it is. It is what it is.
And Amir Coffey's just been a better contributor than him this year. And I'm not saying he's going to be this bad the whole year because I don't think he's as bad as he's been the whole year. I still don't think he's very good. But I never thought he was very good even when he was putting up them empty numbers in Houston. But now he's even worse.
Everybody was putting up empty numbers in Houston.
Okay.
Shit, everybody still damn near is putting up empty numbers in Houston.
Wrong. Let's chill out on that. That's not true.
No, it is true.
We got to move. We got to move on.
We won a game. How many wins you got, Swiper? Shut up. How many wins you got?
You talking to me?
Don't talk to me. We got to win. How many wins you got?
Wait, the Broncos are 5-3. What you talking about?
Now it's Broncos.
Yo, Mind Goblin said, this is from my favorite panelist, Chill. What do you think makes Tatum so good at being the third option on the Celtics?
What makes him so good? Troll alert! Woo! Troll alert!
When he's hooping, them jokes don't hit.
Troll alert! Troll alert!
When you playing bad, them jokes be hitting. But now it's like, now you're just forcing it.
I just think it's great because I see a different attitude from him this year. And I like that about him more than anything.
Thanks, Steve Kerr, for that.
Yeah, I see a different attitude from him, Mox. I see a guy that people look at like, yo, he's just one of these guys. I'm not. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I'm gonna show you that I'm better than that. I like that about him this season.
All right, y'all. Before we get into our segment of the week, let me go ahead and acknowledge everybody that's in the chat. Welcome to the panel. Appreciate y'all for being here. Slap that like button, subscribe to Player's Choice, and salute to our Hall of Famers as well. You guys know who you are. You guys know what you do, and big ups to you. But all right, y'all. The segment of the week. Here we go. Let's get into it. It is the top 5 comments of the week. So if you have commented in the last week, you are in contention to be on this list. And actually, since it is the first week, these should be interesting and it should be funny because I don't know what to expect. I didn't choose the comments, so I will be seeing them for the first time as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. This should be interesting. And you will be able to see the comments right here on the banner. below. This is comment number 1 from Oh Yeah 7378. Oh Yeah said, chill. The saying is get on your ass, not in. LOL.
Yeah, that was.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That was one of the wow. Maybe it was different when you were growing up, Charles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what it was when I was growing. I'm gonna get in your ass. Yes.
No. Nowadays, I think they've rightfully changed.
Now the younger generation may say I'm gonna get on your ass, but when I was growing up,
when you said that and then I'm gonna rub your back after, that was the craziest thing I ever heard. That was
I remember and we said some wild stuff up here, Mars.
No, that was wild.
Hey, chill. I know you really not with the pause culture and whatnot, but you could have paused that one though.
I didn't know I said something wild. Now I know. Apparently, okay. I can't get in your ass, but I can get on your ass. Yeah. Okay. It's 2024. I can't get in your ass. I can get on your ass though.
That was crazy.
Chill, so you retiring that indefinitely?
Apparently, I can't get in your ass. I can get on your ass though.
Yeah, whatever you can do whatever you
desire.
want.
Whatever you desire. I ain't want to judge. I'm just saying.
All right. The second comment of the week that we have comes from Alexander the Praised 9. Alexander said, I'm saying this now. Bronny hasn't shown what he's truly capable of because he still has PTSD from his heart attack. He's afraid of pushing a button. I don't know if any of y'all have ever watched One Tree Hill, but trust and believe. Once he finally has faith in his body, it's up.
One Tree Hill? What?
I don't know.
I don't got no comment on this because I'm not sure if he's joking or what. And this ain't
Neither
funny.
do I.
What is One Tree Hill?
It's the show.
Okay.
Shout out to Alexander the Praised 9. Interesting.
All right, y'all. Moving along. The next comment that we have is from Christopou. Hope I'm saying your name right, Chris.
Christopou.
All right. Shout out Christopou. Christopou said, everyone else, where do the Warriors rank? ? Dion, what if Steph goes in a time machine and gets another MVP?
Dion do be just asking them as random hypotheticals. I like it though. And that led me to asking about what if Steph wins the MVP, Finals MVP, and gets his 5th ring. So that was a good time. Shout out to Dion and his hypotheticals. I like them.
Y'all seen Steph got hurt last night?
Yeah, Unfortunately, he's out for a little bit. It looks like.
He rolled his ankle twice.
They in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes now.
The same wheel, by the way, not a different one. The same wheel blew it out twice yesterday. I don't like them non-contact. I don't think he finished. I don't think Steph Curry's finished, but I just don't like those non-contact injuries.
Yeah, it's sad to see that. I mean, Steph's 36, and we know like his biggest kryptonite is his ankles. And for him it's been a while since Steph rolled his ankle too, right?
Right.
And for him to do it twice in the same game, because I was watching it live. I seen when he first did it. He like was limping around the court. They got him off the court as soon as possible, and he was on the sideline trying to stretch it. And the trainers came and gave him some treatment and whatnot. He came back in the game probably about like 5-6 minutes later, and the second time it happened, he literally walked straight. He didn't even walk to the bench. He walked straight to the back, like literally just walked off the court.
He just walked to the back.
Well, they helped him to
that. He all right. He all right. He'll be right.
No, they helped him to the back. They helped him.
He'll be back in a couple weeks.
It's an ankle sprain. It's a couple weeks. He'll be all right.
He'll be back. He'll be back before Thanksgiving. He's gonna be back for 2.5 weeks. He'll be
all right.
Cue to Andrew Wiggins trade talk.
No, they're playing DeAnthony Melton at backup point.
What they need to do is get off that Jonathan Kuminga guy, but.
All right, y'all. We got 2 more comments of the week. The next one is from Thinrick. And this is what Simrick had to say. I could listen to Chill and Mars talk about MVP criteria forever.
I never want to talk about MVP criteria ever again.
I feel it's a very productive conversation.
Plus, I'm not going to be around forever, so.
I mean, damn near.
Mars think I've been everywhere and seen everything.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man. I mean, it must be nice, but
anytime we bring something up, Chill was there. No,
Chill,
I wasn't.
When is the first MVP that you like recollect actually watching and saying like that's the MVP?
Kareem 1980.
No, like when I really started to understand the game, like more.
Yeah, like you watching like yo, that's the MVP. Like he's him.
Bird in '86.
Yes,
Bird in '86. I was like, that's the best player in the game right there. And I thought Jabal was awesome, but when Bird won it in '86, I was like, that's the best player in the game right there. Yep.
All right, the last comment of the week. Salute to all of these guys that it came through. The last one is from Dolo Gaming 24. This is what Dolo Gaming had to say. Dolo Gaming said, "Give me Tatum over Embiid. If he can win MVP, Tatum can too."
No,
he can.
No.
Well, yeah, he can, but don't give me Tatum.
I just don't think that Mars. I have a difficult time with the logic that they won't be able to justify giving it to him over players because they're.
Well, if he's playing like this, they can justify it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, and I think that's why Tatum is doing what he's doing, because what he's trying to do is make it clear that I'm not just one of those guys. I'm better than that, and I want to prove that I'm better than that. And I think that he can justify it by the way he's playing just this season, by separating himself from the other guys that people think he's in the same class.
Is he separating himself from Anthony Davis?
Well, Anthony Davis is also in that category.
No, he is not.
What do you mean, Anthony Davis?
Oh, the category of
the upper category we're talking about with the MVPs. No, he is not. He has not been considered that category either.
Anthony Davis hasn't?
Anthony Davis isn't even considered a top 10 player by most people. So.
Well, some people, you're right. ESPN
well, first and foremost, the consensus, at least with me, I've always felt like Anthony Davis, when he's healthy, you can make an argument he's a top 5 player. I've always felt like that about him. I'm not on the fence about that. I've always felt like when he's healthy, he's considered, you can have a conversation about him being a top 5 player. So this whole Anthony Davis been 8, 9, 10, 11, that's because he's been in and out of the lineup and he's been injured. That's why.
It's just his level of play. People don't think he's in. No, that's not it at all. No, do you think
we're talking about a guy who was arguably the best defensive player in the game, who's averaging 25 a game and getting it in different spaces and getting it in different places and performing in the postseason. He did that more than once. The problem is that he ran into Joker. And because he ran into Joker, everybody compares him to Joker when,
he's not. He's functionally not better in the regular season than Joel Embiid, than Shea, than Luka, or Joker.
And why is that, Swiper? Why?
His game, he doesn't play basketball as good as those other players.
That's not it at all. No, that's not it at all. It's largely.
It's not. So wait. Anthony Davis plays basketball as good as Joker?
It's large. Well, we already know about him.
What about Giannis? Did he play basketball as good as Giannis?
In the regular season,
I said top 5. I didn't, and not.
I named 5 people.
But with that being said, Swiper, we can't say that the MVP has always been a top 3 player in the world. That's not been the case always. No, and a guy like
I didn't say that.
Okay, the point that I'm making is that Anthony Davis, when he's healthy and when he's playing at the level that I've seen Anthony Davis play at, Anthony Davis is in my estimation a top 5 player. You can make the argument that he's a top 5 player. So when you're in the argument of a top 5 player, I think Anthony Davis is going to be in the league MVP conversation. Now, Jason Tatum, from a talent standpoint, is the same. On top of that, he's on the best team in the league. And now, when you're on the best team in the league, you have a tendency to separate yourself because people look at what your unit is doing. Jason Tatum, from a talent standpoint, there aren't many guys better than Jason Tatum in terms of talent. I don't think that there are many guys better than him. And the fact that he's playing the way he's playing, I think he can put himself in that conversation from a talent standpoint. And now you put that together.
When you distinguish talent, what do you mean? Like just athleticism and stuff?
Athleticism is a part of talent. The way you handle the basketball, the way you shoot the ball, the way you score the basketball, when you do it, how you do it, who you do it against, your ability to manifest that talent and produce. So a guy like Jason Tatum, ball handling, his quote unquote, his bag, his ability to rebound, his ability to understand the game. These talents that he has, when he incorporates that in the game, it just makes him look a lot better as opposed to him just settling as opposed to him just settling for jump shots. When he incorporates that other stuff in his game, it just makes him look a lot better, which is what I think he's doing now.
And I'm thinking to myself, bro, we got this in the bag. I'm not even worried about it.
Yo, Ox, are you listening to Lil Wayne clips on the panel right now?
No, I'm not.
We live on the show and you listening to Lil Wayne.
Little he cares about
Reels. This is crazy.
I stand with Ox. I stand with Ox. You don't care about Jason Tatum's talent. He know that talent.
Jason Tatum is a dog, and he's going for MVP this year. Y'all better relax.
He looked like he's going for it against the Wizards and Pistons for sure.
Well, I mean, as of right now, JT is averaging 33. He's shooting 48% from 3. And he's giving you 6 rebounds and 6 assists.
6 rebounds. He fell off. Oh my god, 6 rebounds.
That 48% is not sustainable. So let's kill it.
Why?
Because he's not that guy.
But he has the talent level to do it.
He does have the talent level to do it. Just like Steph Curry has the talent level to shoot 55% from 3. But has he done that?
Maybe
has he done that for an entire season? No, that's not sustainable. No.
All right, y'all. We got a super chat from DSG Piccolo, and we can get back to Tatum. DSG said, Portland finally won a game. Made sure to close this time. Won't be too many of these, luckily. I guess Ingram wasn't able to tell her who's better this time. Klingon Rookie of the Year, by the way. His defense is legit.
Her? Who's her?
Him and Anthony Simons baby with the same woman. So when
you didn't know that, Swiper?
Yeah, real drama in the NBA, yes. I guess. So then when BI hit the game winner.
Why do y'all share women? Anyway, look, this is what I wanted to say. 22 offensive rebounds in the game, y'all.
They don't share her. They had one was with her before.
No, okay, yeah, no.
I mean,
they don't share. I mean, I don't think they do it together.
You don't know what be going on in the NBA. But,
22 offensive rebounds, y'all.
How long?
Klingon had 9 off the bench.
How long until? Because let's be serious. How long until Donovan Klingon should be starting every DeAndre Ayton? Because I think
it's not going to happen.
I think it should happen from game 1. But do you think Chauncey's ever going to do it?
No, not while that money's on the ownership won't let him do it. Because remember, it's not just coaching; ownership won't let him do it.
And let's not act like he ain't a double guy. Even though DeAndre Ayton is the epitome of I'm just going to show up and do my job. He is the. I don't think that I've seen a guy in a long time that's just showing up to work and just doing it.
He'd averaging 12 and 13, y'all.
That's just showing up and I think he was 17 and 12. I think that, and by the way, them 12 rebounds, I think that's good enough for 5th in the league last year. He was 8th in the league. So, I mean, he just shows up and does his job. But with that being said, DeAndre Ayton is not coming out of the lineup. That's not happening. And we already had this discussion about New Orleans. What's the problem? At the 5 spot.
No, so it's before. No, it's their one spot. They don't have a rebounder at the 1. They don't have a rebounder at the 2. They don't have a rebounder at the 3. They don't have a rebounder at the 4.
I need Zion to lock in. That's what I need. But
Zion will never. He does not want to rebound. He's not going to rebound. It's not happening.
He's never really been a great rebounder, though.
That's his fault.
He's never been a great rebounder.
That's his fault.
They did have a glass cleaner in Valanciunas, though, who's gone now. They did have a great dirty work guy in Nance, who's gone now. They did have another great dirty work guy in Marshall, who's gone now. That's their biggest problem. That's their biggest problem right now. So I'm not surprised. No, I'm not.
Well, DeJounte, they need DeJounte too because their defense makes sense with him. Trey wasn't there, so Trey Murphy, him, Herb, they can make their defense work with that. But without and then Zion, can play defense at times. But
Zion just needs to lock in. I don't know what's going on.
What do you say lock in, Moss? What do you mean lock in? Lock in how? What are you talking about? He had a game-winning block a couple of nights ago. What do you mean lock in?
Have you seen Zion on offense?
I've seen Zion on offense.
He can't make a layup. I need him to lock in. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm seeing. What I've seen in my limited New Orleans sample size, very limited, because I'm not trying to watch Portland for. So very limited sample. But he can't make layups.
That was it.
I haven't watched a lot because Zion's only games have been against the Blazers, so I'm seeing very little. But Zion has been bad, and I need Zion to be better. That's what I'm saying. I need Zion to be better. So that will come around. He's shooting 26% from the field, and we know what Zion's shot profile is. So let's be serious.
A lot of his stuff is at the rim.
It's not even shape either. He's in shape. Yeah. He looks fine.
No,
Zion is shooting, and this is me looking it up right now. No, guess what Zion's shooting on layups this year?
Zion is shooting 35% on layups.
What's he shooting from the? He's shooting 63 true shooting right now. I'm gonna guess. Real guess 59%.
On layups, you think 59%?
I'm guessing 59.
35%.
Oaks, do you have a guess?
On layups, we'll go 53.
Zion this season, so 2 games, is shooting 23.5% on layups.
It's only 3 games. It's only 3
That's
games.
not
Only 3
true.
games.
Zion is 4 for 17 on layups.
No way.
Zion is 4 for 17 on layups.
That's where.
Oh man. I mean, it'll go up. It's not gonna stay like that. You know,
Of
it's
course,
only
he needs to lock in.
Yeah, he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
Angel Reese numbers he putting out right now.
That's crazy.
It's not
I
good.
just think it's strange that Ron dipped and made sure to start the game with the Lakers propaganda.
We need to
get
get
out of here without
even.
even mentioning what happened last night. The playback that me and him did last night.
What happened last night, Ox?
I don't know. Can I read this $100 super chat?
By all means, you got it, Marsh.
Thank you. Arch4 said, chill. It's simple. Tatum is not top 5 in the league. If he wins it, it will be a stain on the league. Dude is not on that level. He's not better than Luka or AD, Bron, Giannis, Shea, AD, or Curry. He's not even the best player on his super team.
AD
twice.
I'm telling y'all, this is Bam Adebayo. I'm telling y'all, it has to be. Chill, I'm telling you, man.
Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
I'm
Wait,
to lock on too.
you don't think this? Who Tatum? Well, we did this. Tatum would be the Derrick Rose of the NBA that won the MVP. You wouldn't agree with that, Joe?
Now that I think about it,
Is Jason Tatum better than Derrick Rose to you, Joe?
Is Jason Tatum better? Yes, he is.
Because I heard you say Derrick Rose is better than Luka, so that's why I wanted to.
When did I say that?
I don't know. We was watching.
I never said that Derrick Rose was better.
Oh
than
no,
Luka.
you said it. I watched it with my own eyes.
I said that Derrick Rose was better than
you
Luka.
Yes. So I
When
was
did I say? And wait a minute. When?
I
one?
it's a
Why?
clip on this channel. It's a segment. I watched it.
One. Why would I say that?
Yes.
And one. In what context would I say that? And why would I say something like
the context was who's better, MVP Derrick Rose or current Luka, and then everyone was having a discussion, and then you said I'm gonna take Derrick Rose, and then I can't remember the reason. Some of it was
somebody dig up the clip and send it to us.
Please.
Someone said
You
you said Derrick Rose is a better defender. I think then you said stuff about like him getting downhill.
Right.
Then you started talking about Luka's ball dominance and how he doesn't get off the ball and stuff. Yeah.
Was this recent? And when I say recent,
no, this is not recent. This is not recent.
So this was a while ago.
Yeah, but it was when Luka was still clearly the better player. I want to say 2023 maybe, but I might be wrong.
Because this is the same Derrick Rose that I'm not sure that when the year he won the league MVP, I'm not sure he was a top 5 player that year. I'm not sure that Derrick Rose was the top 5 player the year that he won the league MVP.
So he would be Tatum then.
No, he wouldn't be because I think Jason Tatum is a top 5 player.
Oh, no, yeah, right. I forgot that you did have him at 4. You had him at 4.
Yes.
Or arguably 3.
But chill though. I gotta step in because I'm with you on this one. Like we can't deny, based on what Jason Tatum's doing right now, and based on how good of a team that they're playing at. I told you guys if he averages above 30, he's getting the MVP.
No, you said 10 rebounds. You said 10 rebounds. He's
Okay,
averaging
all right.
6.
Well, he's gonna average.
He's not doing it. He's not doing it. He's not
Yeah,
doing
he's
it.
not doing it.
No. Hold on. You can say he's gonna average more rebounds. I can say he's gonna average less points. No. No.
Okay, well, either way it goes. Look. Let's just keep it as what it is right now. If he finishes the season averaging 33, 6, and 6, he's winning the MVP.
No, he's not because that's the
running
same.
away with the team.
Luka was 34, 9, and 9.
Hey, what's Boise State's name? Ashton Gentry. He's running away with it like that.
No, he's not.
That
That's
boy is
what,
gone.
you don't even watch college football. That confirms it.
Hey, that boy is
that
gone.
confirms
30,
it. That confirms
20,
it.
15,
Travis
10,
Hunter
5,
is literally
4,
putting
3.
up numbers. Listen. He's literally putting up numbers you have never seen from one player in the history of college football.
Win the Heisman.
In the history of college football, you've never seen someone be top 5 receiver and #1 overall quarterback in the sport. It's never happened. Never. And they're 6-2. They're 6-2, and they just got eligible for a bowl game. You're tripping.
Swiper, I understand that you are from Colorado.
Oh, here we go with this nonsense.
Even though
I brought up football. I brought up football. I didn't play at CU. I didn't play and see you.
Even though you moved to Atlanta to become a Braves and a Georgia Bulldogs fan.
When? Have you ever heard me talk about that?
This is all I'm trying to tell you.
You know what the Braves Stadium's for? Is for date night. The Braves Stadium's for date night. That's what the battery's for. That's it. That means nothing to me. Win, lose, or draw. How's the pizza looking tonight? Let's do that. I'm walking over. I'm going to the social club. I'm going to go play some darts. I'm going to go play some domino. That's what I'm there with the battery for. It's date night. When Ox comes to Atlanta, that's what we're doing, double dating. That's it. And I ain't care about them games. Yeah, y'all
going to be double dating, all right. Chill, they going to be double dating, all right. But
I'm about to, you got to remember, bro. I'm about to see you later, bro. Like, don't do this in front of all these people on YouTube.
Hey, chat. The truth hurts. But either way it goes, speaking of Bam Adebayo in the Miami Heat and all of them, did you guys see Dwyane Wade's statue get revealed?
Yeah,
I was there last night.
You were there, Chill?
I went down there. Yeah.
All right, Chill. Before we get your story,
I say he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Chill. Before we get your story and before we get everybody's reaction to this, let's all just react at the same time. If you're not watching, I feel bad for you. But if you are watching, feast your eyes on the screen. This is the Dwyane Wade statue in case you missed it, and this is what it looks like. And he had a reaction to this as well.
I can't believe that. Who is that guy?
You.
Like, that's crazy. I can't believe that. Who is that guy?
All right. And here it is right here.
Even the statue's knees messed up.
Yo, Swiper, what?
Yo, but when he said who is this guy, he didn't mean it like.
Yeah, that's not what he meant, y'all.
Y'all know what he meant, Ryan. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna lie. I think they have to see this beforehand. Like they have to get
he had input on it.
Yeah,
he had input on it when they were putting it together. It wasn't like they did that and were like. Well,
but people are too nice. Chill. No. They're too nice about this stuff. I would tell people go back until you get it right. Like I'm not. Don't put that out there.
Well, maybe he go back until you get it right. Yo, y'all, like it's 2024, bro. It's not like hold on, Swiper, relax. Let me finish before you get to tripping, bro. Like the person who made this sculpture isn't Donatello. You know what I'm saying? It's not Michelangelo. You know what I'm saying? Like these aren't the great sculptors of old. These aren't the sculptors of 1400s. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the sculpture, it's not gonna look exactly like Dwyane Wade. You know what I'm saying? He got a statue. His ass ought to be happy he got a statue out there in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful. That's a nice statue. You know what I'm saying? And Dwyane Wade deserves it.
So everything in human history evolves except the ability to make statues. That's the one thing humans have regressed in. Like, there's no way I'm seeing these Greek sculptures from 2,500 years ago, and they looking perfect. Meanwhile, in 2024, with all the technology we have, the precision
just
we
like
have,
it's just you got look at you over there in Europe, Mars. Look at them old cathedrals and buildings and chapels, and we don't do nothing like that no more. You know what I'm saying? We throw some walls on something, put some shiny shit on it, be like, oh, it's so modern, it's great. But if you go look at them old churches, old buildings, cathedrals, and things like that, you'll look at the detail. You can look
took
at
20 years to make those things, though, like 30 years.
Yeah, but okay, but I know that. I'm just saying, like. And that's the point. We don't got no time no more, right? So like we don't got the patience to do those amazing things like how it used to happen back in the day. Nowadays, it's boom, 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 boom. It's done. We don't got time. I got to hurry up and go there. We all rushing around. We don't got time to make these beautiful works of art anymore. There is no more Michelangelos and Donatellos. That's what I'm saying. That sculpture was amazing.
It looks like the Fine Art Studio.
About that statue, we shouldn't be in here talking about. Oh, who is it? No, that was beautiful.
Okay, well, the Fine Art.
I still don't know who that is.
The Fine. That's ought to be happy. He got a statue.
All right, the Fine Art Studio, Rotblat and Amrani. They look like they made a few different things and pieces, including looks like one of Michael Jordan's. Looked like they made the Kobe statue as well, which got criticized. They also made, it looks like this is the Jerry West statue. So it looks like the NBA has a partnership with them on multiple fronts that they work with.
They need to lose their gig, all right? Hey,
Running
the NBA, look, check it out. Me and my son can make a better Play-Doh statue.
That looks just like him.
That does not look like him, Chill.
That looks just like him. That's him jumping on the scorer's table after he hit that buzzer beater against the Chicago Bulls and going, "This is my house." That's him.
Chill.
That's him
You're
right
recollecting the memory.
Chill.
You're
Go put your glasses on real quick, Chill.
I don't need to put my glasses on. I'm looking at it right now. And that's him jumping on the scorer's table against the Chicago Bulls after he hit that half-court shot to win the game, jumping on the table going, "This is my house." That's him right there.
Chill. That looks like somebody that, man, I'm not gonna hold you, Chill. I think they could have done a better job with this, and I think that they could have chosen a easier picture to detail of Dwyane Wade than that, because obviously I think getting all of the wrinkles correct,
and on top of that, again, Wade
they're like
had
Muggsy
input in
Bogues.
this. They didn't do this and then finish this and go, "Okay, Dwyane, what do you think?" No, he was there throughout the process of them putting this together. And on top of that, it's not like they did this in a month. It took some time to put this together. Right. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
this
Chill,
ain't.
You could tell these dudes, Chill. These niggas, these some old mom. You didn't cut all the crust off my sandwich. Doesn't look like one. Man, y'all better stop.
So basically,
Mom,
we should just be grateful that there's a statue, regardless of how it looks.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that I can tell that y'all three over there is really with the mom. I got too many vegetables in here. Pick this out. Mom, my carrots are touching my peas.
I ain't even said that doesn't look good, bro.
Except that
Mom, cut the
humans
crust off my
making
sandwich. I can't eat this. Oh my God, y'all pissed.
All I've said is that the ability to make statues have regressed for humankind. That's what I've said. I didn't even say anything about
does that Kobe statue not look like him?
That's the same photo, Chill?
That looks pretty. Yeah.
No, that's not it.
Look, let me see it. So if it's not that, it's this one. Hold on. I got one for you guys too.
Please, let's see it, because I remember.
Hey, my statue. At the end of the day, it's not.
I remember vividly.
I'm not a big statue person anyway, for people, but
yeah, I ain't never gonna be in Miami.
But if you're gonna make one, the Hank Aaron statue in Atlanta is cold. It looks like him.
I mean, they do it in the NFL at the Hall of Fame.
The MLK statue in Washington. It looks great of MLK. Like it looks like him.
I just ain't trying to hear that the statue looks good. Like I don't care about the statue, but that does not look good to me.
I mean, salute to D-Wade for getting the statue, but I mean, is this it? If this is it, then okay.
Who is that?
Is that it?
Who is that?
Looks like the one to me.
Was that Dwyane Wade?
That is Dwyane Wade.
Is that an AI?
That is
altered image.
I think this is actually the one.
That looks.
All right, this don't look too bad, but it looked bad though.
That's AI. It looks like
that's been altered, Ron.
That look like Braid. That look like the Brandon Cade from.
So that don't look like D-Wade?
Pensacola, Florida. No, it does not.
I thought.
That does look like D-Wade, but it's just been. It looks altered though. Definitely.
I thought they were.
That's the picture that I got that they said that they made this statue based on.
No wonder it looks like a 2K photo.
Yeah, well, either way it goes, salute to Dwyane Wade because he did get a statue, and he now is ingrained in Miami culture forever, and it is officially his house. But aside from all of that, we do have some other stars that got statues in the past, and I would like to take a walk down memory lane and acknowledge everybody who does have a statue. So feast your eyes on the screen, and we will go through some of these other stars that have statues as well. Starting with yeah,
that's the coldest.
You probably guessed it.
That's the coldest.
Michael
one.
Jordan.
Man,
same company.
It's all right.
Wow.
I mean, if you look at MJ head though,
I believe so. But look, nobody
look how they did bro grill.
Yeah, but look at the texture and the jersey and all that stuff and the dunk. I mean, it's just iconic. It's like the best. Everybody knows who that is.
Yeah, everybody knows who the Dwyane Wade one is too, but that don't look exactly like MJ. It's not a perfect spinning image of Michael Jordan. That's what I'm saying.
That's the one inside of the United Center?
Aren't going to be.
Yes.
There's one outside, Chill?
That's the one that's outside that's the one that's outside the building.
Okay, then there's another one on the inside.
It look like a swamp monster.
Yeah, Mars, it look like
it's the Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Damn.
All right, well, shout out to Jordan. I see he played against aliens and he played against playing the Spider-Verse as well. So that's what's up. All right, next up. Oh, Kobe Bryant.
Which one is that? That's not the one that's outside, is it?
That is the one that's outside.
Okay, they just had the lettering wrong at the bottom, right? That's all that was. Some of the stat information.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, they had that.
That was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
What that the Phoenix game, Chill?
Yeah. That's the Toronto game when he scored 81.
81, that's right.
He was walking off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Should have scored 100.
Dirk
Mm-hmm.
Nowitzki.
In the words of Phil Jackson, some records are made to not be broken. Yeah, they did a good job with that one with Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
this
they
one. I
did.
think this is actually my favorite out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
The Diesel. I think they got a good job. They did a good job with this one too.
That's fine.
This might be my second favorite.
I'm not a huge fan of the POV I've got right now, but I mean, I guess.
Yo, Mark.
Yo, Mars, you know how many people feel, you know how many people have seen that right there and feel the same way you feel? Like, damn, I can't believe this is happening to me.
I'm saying, check out the kick game though. It got the Fresh Shaq song. Like, I'm digging this. Oh, another Laker
that's the
statue.
one right there.
Mhm.
Magic.
Yeah, they got a bunch of statues out. They got De La
I mean, his
Hoya out
arms
there.
big as hell, ain't they? What the hell?
That's what happens when you throw all them assists. That's how he was throwing them bullet passes, full court bounce passes.
That's the
Next,
one.
we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's very
That
accurate.
looks exactly like Curry.
Mhm. I love that one. Skinny.
That's a nice statue.
That's the best one in my opinion.
Yeah, that's smooth.
How old was Kareem right there? Chill with the
He
goggles.
I don't know if he was that old, but
31.
that looked like them goggles. That probably looked like 84 Jabbar.
This
So
this
he's
when this the hook from when he broke the record. That's what
That
this
might
statue
be.
is.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah,
So
that's what
then it is.
The
So it is.
84-ish.
Nope.
I
When he
mean,
broke,
Mars,
when
you
he-
wouldn't be able to tell if it was the hook from when he broke the record.
Nah,
or if it was
because you
his
ain't seen
last
the
point
shot because
scored.
he did it against Boston. You ain't see it? Like it's a pretty iconic shot.
Nah, I won't be watching that. I'll just be talking.
But that's your good. But you ain't even see the.
Yeah, I'll just be talking.
What year was that? Chill. When
84 was when he broke the record.
Come on, Ox. 84 against the Lakers. Lock in.
The
He's
Lakers.
on the
Lakers.
Lakers.
He played for the Lakers.
I mean the
fool.
Celtics. I'm
Nah,
tripping.
man, you over here trying to tell
I
us.
be doing that sometimes. My bad.
I wasn't. It wasn't
I'm
even
not a
that.
morning person. I'm a night
I just wanted. I thought she was going to give us a rundown about something. I don't know.
I was at that game. Yeah.
I was not there. No, no, I was not.
Next. Oh, Ox.
Hey, with,
That John Stockton one's cool.
Hey, y'all know I seen this live and in person.
That's nice.
that's
You know,
So you seen the
he-
statue?
He throwing the
I
most
did.
basic pass of all time in that
Yeah,
picture.
I
I
did.
guarantee.
No, it but it's so hard. Like those inner thigh muscles, that stuff is like the hardest to do because you have to like. It's just the way that how long it takes to get those like lines and stuff correct. And then even the jersey crease, Ox right in the middle above the Jazz section. That's crazy that they did that.
And I hate to put this out there, but Mars, the night Stockton broke the Steals record,
he was there.
I was there.
See,
Yes, I was.
see.
I was there, Mars. Yes, I was there.
Chill, you
guy
got
who
a
did-
rich basketball history for real.
The guy who gave me the tickets, Eric Williams, he was the one who Stockton stole the ball from him. Yeah, I was there.
Eric Williams, like Windy City Willie.
Mhm. I was
Wendy,
there.
what?
Mhm.
Chill, I didn't know you knew Windy City Willie.
That's my man.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. All right,
I just
moving
wanna
along.
Get it
And then we have obviously the latest statue to drop
That's
in the
it?
NBA, Dwyane Wade. I think that's all they wanted to put on this.
I'm trying to figure who else all has a statue in the league.
Malone got one. Dominique Wilkins got one.
Jerry West, did he got one?
Dope
Jerry
too.
West. Elgin Baylor got one too. Mm-hmm.
The
Yes,
little
sir.
baby ones outside the Philly practice facility.
Mm-hmm.
Baby ones.
Yeah, them
Yeah,
little small
outside the
joints with
Philly
Allen
practice
Iverson and
facility.
Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right, and one thing I did like about this whole thing that they got going on for Dwyane Wade is they put his list of accomplishments
Yeah, I
behind
like
it,
that.
as you can see.
Oh, by the way, Ron, the most famous sports statue isn't even a real person. I think it's Rocky.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's up in Philadelphia. That is going on.
And it's a completely made up character, and he's the most famous sports statue we have in America, I think.
Well, Spiper, I want to tell you, keep doing what you're doing, and you may be the most famous sports statue in Serbia. You putting on for your home?
No, they have a rich tapestry of basketball tradition. So,
all right, I'm just trying to give you hope.
Is there? Oh, wait, do broadcasters? Any broadcaster have a statue?
Yeah, Chick Hearn is in. I think it's in the building. Chick Hearn has one. Mm-hmm.
And then Ron, y'all got old boy up in Seattle in the at the Mariners. Well, I guess it's baseball. It's different.
Who?
What's his name, Ron? Up inside the baseball.
Well, we got King Griffey Jr. outside.
Yeah, no, I know.
We got the kid.
I know y'all got a bunch of statues of players. I'm talking about the
we got the most famous baseball announcer ever to walk the planet Earth. His name is Dave Niehaus. My oh my, Grand Salami. Grab the rye bread and the mustard.
That's cool.
Y'all know? Y'all don't? No.
No, I think that stuff is cool.
Making a bunch of statues.
That's dope.
Well, yeah, we have a thing with this idea of being like lasting forever, and like this idea of trying to exist, and you know what, I don't know. Like, we do statues. We have
you're not with that.
Typically no. Typically no, because of like what we value. Like, for instance, like, in Georgia, you haven't been to Georgia yet, but like down in Stone Mountain is the largest. I want to say it's the largest natural, outside of Mount Rushmore, one of the largest like side of a mountain portrait in America, and it's 4 Confederate generals, and they're in the side of the mountain in Atlanta. So I mean, that stuff we've been trying to get that changed for years, but it's so big that, like, and think about it, you go through history and like all the people that do have statues, especially like social political figures here, like they're usually very tainted, but at the time they were very well loved and like revered. So I think it's hard to like have good conversations about people when they have statues, because it's like ingrained in culture,
All
right, so we got a couple $10 super chats. One is from MP13, and he said this. To Ox's point, I saw a thread of building architecture from the 20th century before and then after its modernization, and it's an actual embarrassment how regressed the style of buildings are.
Well, yeah, and to what I was saying about that, it's just like I understand that it took a long time, but it was just a different time where people valued building things like that, where people value art and taking their time and doing things. And I know nowadays anything that's faster is better. I see nowadays that anything that you can do quick and you can crunch a lot of things into one time, then that just it's automatically better to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Quicker and all that. But I just don't see it that way.
Yeah, Ox, that Sistine Chapel was 4 years. Took 4 years.
See,
every day.
That's fine. That's work.
Joshua Grimes said, I think the Lakers should go after Howard. Put AD at his natural position. I think the Lakers would be top 5.
Dwight Howard.
Jed Howard.
Howard Hughes? Who they talking about?
Dwight Howard.
Y'all what it is with people just campaigning for these retired, like,
yeah, exactly.
Give up.
So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that they go after Dwight Howard. What's realistic in terms of minutes? Now, mind you, when's the last time Dwight Howard played in the NBA?
22.
Maybe.
So Dwight Howard's going to get on the Lakers. And he's immediately there starting 5 minutes. Dude is 37 years old. He hasn't played basketball in 2 years. You want to put him at the 5 and put Anthony Davis at the 4. He hasn't played.
He's been playing ball, Chill, just not in the league. He's been playing though. He's still. I'm sure Dwight's still in even if he's in great shape. There's a difference between what's going on in Taiwan. There's a difference between what's going on in China and what's going on with the Lakers. We don't do that with anybody else. J.R. Smith played in China. J.R. Smith is now going to step on the floor and be a starting 2 guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's doing Dwight
that.
Dwight don't got to start, Chill. And my thing is this: no, it's not the same level of basketball in Taiwan, obviously. But when he left, Dwight was still an NBA level basketball player.
Sure, he was.
Now, what I'm saying is that he's basically still in shape, is what I'm saying. He's still in shape, and I think he's in shape. You know what? I changed my whole. I switched my whole shit up. I don't necessarily agree with that super chat, but I think Dwight could come play 12 minutes.
Well, they did. Do you think they can just get Walker Kessler or something instead?
That's a much better idea if you ask me. But
if that's true, what do you think? Knowing Danny Ainge, what do you think Danny Ainge wants for Walker Kessler? Because if you think he handed him over to the Lakers for a bucket of extra crispy and a 6-pack, you're wrong.
Bronny.
Like, give me this, give me that, and send Genie over.
Bronny. Give me Bronny. Yeah, give me Bronny. Trade your son.
No, Morris,
you want a big? Trade your son. Yeah, that's what we doing. Trade your son.
Nah, but that's the thing, Morris. All 29 other franchises in the NBA need to come together right now and make that automatic demand. Anybody trades with the Lakers, you have to demand Bronny's in the package.
That's
You're not helping y'all unless you run it Bronny.
Wait, what was LeBron? What was LeBron ever? Is there a player that he was saying every player said no, or is there somebody who played yes to?
I don't know, but we're gonna have to find out. No matter what player you want, you better run me Bronny. That's what we do. Hey. We're gonna test your gangster. We're gonna see.
I know one thing.
Text your gangster.
That's what we're gonna see.
I know one thing. If they're gonna put Bronny in the trade package, they might as well just put Gabe Vincent in there. Because what I've been seeing from Gabe Vincent, I'm almost positive Bronny could do the same.
He already closed over D'Lo in one of these games, by the way. So
okay, and Bronny should have closed over D'Lo that game.
No.
What Gabe Vincent has been doing, and I've watched him. I've watched all 3 games. 2 of them in full. 1 of them on playback. What I've seen Gabe Vincent do, I swear Bronny can do the same exact thing. I'm not lying. The same exact thing. He's bigger than him.
I don't disagree with that.
Faster than him, more athletic than him. He could play defense just as good as him. And if Gabe Vincent's not going to make a shot and not be doing anything else and just be spotting up in the corner, not doing anything, I promise you Bronny could do the same exact thing.
So James could go to the Miami Heat and do what Gabe Vincent was doing.
No.
So what we doing then, Ron?
This is a different chill. I just told you this.
This is what you're trying to tell me.
No. 2020 Gabe Vincent is not 2024 Gabe Vincent. His price back then is not his price today.
I'm talking about 23 Gabe Vincent. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about right now on the Lakers. From what I've been seeing him do, Bronny could do the same thing.
Well, do you think D'Angelo Russell
he has been a terrorist.
D'Angelo's averaging 10 points and 5 assists on 49% true shooting. Do you think this is who he is?
No. No, I don't.
Ron.
I don't know how many times.
Who, D'Angelo Russell?
Yes. Yeah, do you think that's him?
Yeah. We'll see.
I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you about D-Lo.
But 10 and 5.
What's he shooting?
31% from 3. 37% from the field.
He shoots a little better than that. So
37 from the field.
Yeah.
Wait a second, Swiper. You see? Wait. I need to know how this works then. So 30-something from the field and 31 from 3, and you said 60-something true shooting. How does
49.
49. But how does it go up?
Most of his shots are threes, and threes are worth 50% more than twos. So if you shoot,
he's also 100%. He's 100% from the free throw line.
It's like why Buddy Hield for most of his career shoots like 42% from the field, but also 40% from 3. But his true shooting is very high because like all of his shots are threes. So like if you shoot a large portion of your shots from 3, your field goal percentage will be lower, but your true shooting will be higher because you're shooting the more valuable shot. So
and he hasn't missed a free throw.
Oh yeah, this
barely gets to the line.
Oh, this true shooting shit is corny.
Super corny.
Oh my god,
man, chill. You're a true shooting merchant too. Chill.
Every time we talk about it more and more, I just keep realizing how corny that true shooting shit is. Like,
what? He's made 3 free throws. You know.
I don't understand how we can just be like, yeah, I know this shot worth more points, but we don't want to factor that into the efficiency. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like actively just not wanting to factor that in just makes no sense. But I mean, I guess.
Masink OG sent through another super chat. He said, as a Heat fan, we did our GOAT dirty. Dominique Wilkins has the best looking statue.
I didn't know that LeBron had a statue in Miami.
Does he? Oh, never mind.
No, what does that mean?
That
he obviously is the best player to ever come through that facility.
He said GOAT, but well.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen.
What you got in that Gatorade bottle, man?
What's wrong? What am I doing? I haven't said anything. What have I said?
All right, never mind. Go ahead, bro.
Hey. Vodka and fruit punch.
Stop drinking it like that, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we asked for it, and like the good people you guys are, it got sent over. We asked for Chill's D-Rose take, and a good individual that you guys know went into the archives and dug it up and sent it to me. He goes by the name of Pirate. Thank you for sending this through. I'm going to play this right now, and Chill, you are going to have to double down on your take or recant it. And also, too, coupled into this is an Ox take as well as a He Who Shall Not Be Named take as well.
Yeah, let's hear what I said.
This was a year ago.
Okay, this was last year. What did I say?
The playmaking, the scoring. I think he does. Again,
We won't comment on who that is.
Better than Derrick Rose, except exploding. You know what I mean? I think with his size, the better fisher at the rim, the mid range, one of the top 3 probably playmaker passer in the league today. Give me Luka Doncic all day.
I already know where Bob at with this.
Yeah, I'm not impressed.
That's crazy.
I think I'll just go ahead and take Derrick Rose. We don't got time for our point guard just dribbling the air out the ball. Let's get that thing moving a little bit. D Rose will dribble the ball, but Luka takes it over the top. Let's get the pill moving. What was the question asked?
Derrick Rose.
Luka disrespect crazy box.
It's not disrespect though, Jalen. The reason why it's not disrespect is because Luka, at his best, right? Like I think that up until this point, when he was in the conference championship, that was probably his best. Even though what he did to Kawhi Leonard and the Clipper team, don't get me wrong, he was fantastic. But if you watch his game and how slow it is and how he doesn't give any effort on defense, or he does give effort on defense, but it's minimal, and how much of a liability he is defensively, how he pounds the basketball constantly, and what does that generate? Does that generate to winning like Derrick Rose did the year that he was the best season that he had? I mean, who would I rather have in that particular situation? And as much as I dig Luka game, I would rather have Derrick Rose.
Man, how the hell I get caught up in chill case?
Well, we know you a hater, so it is what it is. But
So to clarify,
I wasn't on the show that
you got caught in Rico.
So to clarify, I'm pretty confident that I said who would I rather have. Now, who the better player is?
Oh my semantics. Okay,
right. That's what I said. Who I would rather have at that time. That's what was going on. Derrick Rose is not better than Luka, but I did say that. So absolutely, you got me on tape. 100%, I did say.
But this I'm saying. I get caught up in this case, Ron. You make allegations saying that was me. I don't even know if that was me. I don't got no proof to know that was me on that tape. You know what I'm saying? Me and my lawyers, we clearing this whole shit up.
What? Chill did say. I already know where Bob is at with it.
Who? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Look, we beating the brakes off this trial. We done. Out of here. I ain't taking no plea deal. Take me to court. Take me to trial right now. That wasn't me. I ain't say none of that.
All right, so let's ask you now. Who better, Derrick Rose or Luka? Oh.
Right now, today, this Luka Doncic that plays defense.
The best of Derrick Rose versus Luka. Whatever you know of Luka.
The best of Luka, what I've seen with the defense and everything. I need to see a couple more games. I need to see a couple more games. All right, ask me.
Yo, this ain't funny, bro.
Ask me in early December. I don't know nothing.
Okay, the best of Derrick Rose or Luka last season.
I'm taking Luka. Yes.
Yeah, I think Luka got it just in his ability to control the offense a little bit. I mean, because Derrick Rose wasn't a hell of a defender either. You know what I'm saying? So
I thought that.
I will go with Luka. I will go Luka for sure.
I wasn't on the show that day, so you guys got to get away with nonsense. I see. It's interesting.
I wasn't on the show that day.
I load manage one time, and now I'm hearing Derrick Rose better than Luka. That's so crazy.
Shit, Ron trying to throw me in there. That shit talking about Bob.
This looked like it was a good show. It was me, Chill, Ox, he who shall not be named, and the great one.
Why y'all doing
I thought that was a good old day. All right, y'all. We got a bunch of super chats to get into, so we are going to get around to those. Also, it's been a long weekend, so I want you guys to talk about your favorite or most unsatisfying moments of this weekend, or anything that stood out to you, as well as there is
pertaining to basketball. Ox, focus.
No, I'm talking about basketball. The best thing that happened to me was last night on Playback. That was the best thing that happened. I think that was a hell of a game.
Which one?
The Philly Pacers game?
Philly Pacers game. The game that I called, I told y'all what was going to happen. Everything I said that was going to happen happened. Before, on time, on cue. I mean, you have to play TJ McConnell.
Blurring into the background is crazy.
Okay, you have to play TJ McConnell. Rick Carlisle decided last night that he wasn't going to do any coaching. I said at halftime, I said, look, Tyrese Maxey has 13. If he scores over 27, they're going to win this game. He started getting off. I seen what was happening with TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell was bringing the energy. He was making great passes, timely buckets. He was doing what he brought the momentum, brought his team back in the game. I said, watch this. At 7 minutes and 50 seconds, Rick Carlisle is going to take TJ out the game, and they're going to lose. Rick Carlisle took TJ McConnell out the game with 7 minutes and 20-something seconds left in, and it was a shit show from there on. And then he decided, I'm not going to coach today. I'm not going to see that I made a critical error and then reverse that. He said, I'm going to be prideful, and I'm going to allow these kids to mess up this game. And at the end of the game, Nimyard had 2 turnovers. Tyrese Halliburton had one himself, and then they end up going to overtime. And you know what he did, Chill? He said, I'm not going to coach. TJ, sit down. We don't need you. And you see what happens.
Instead of sticking with that energy.
Over which one?
That's a good coach when you make an adjustment and then you realize, you know what, this was the wrong adjustment. Let me boom.
So Nimhard should have been on the bench?
Anybody. TJ has to be in the game. TJ McConnell has to play on this team.
Did you see that Neesmith dunk, Ox?
Yes. Oh, yeah. He ran down the gut. Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
Who's that on? Oubre. That was on Kelly Oubre.
Right on Kelly Oubre. It was an and one too, by the way.
So are we gonna ask Ron about the elephant in the room right now? We're just gonna keep letting it slide.
Yeah,
no, don't worry, Miles.
No, chill. I gotta leave. Get to it real quick. Chill. Put him on the grill.
No. Continue with y'all messing up the flow of the conversation. Let's keep it going.
We could get back to what I was talking about a little while ago. Ron, can you discuss your man Tyrese Halliburton and where
the whole season so far?
Where has he been?
Yeah, the whole long season we've had so far.
The pregame nap Hallie and then the post pregame nap Hallie.
Wait.
What's happened to his shot? I mean,
I'm trying to figure out. Do you guys want to talk about Hallie or do you want to talk about the elephant in the room?
That's the elephant in the room.
Oh, that's the elephant.
What do you think the elephant in the room?
What, that little old elephant?
Ron, Hallie's a bum.
Talk to us about Tyrese Halliburton.
First off, Tyrese Halliburton did not have a bad game last night. Before y'all come over here and try to nail him to the cross,
he had 22 points and 5 assists.
Yes,
no, I know, but that was his best game of the year. That's what I'm saying.
It was his best when they needed him at the free throw line. What happened?
Well, hold on. He wasn't the only one to trick free
throws. Which was goofy on free throws.
That was a bad move by Killer.
What they doing?
I think he thought they were up 3. He had to think they were up 3.
Oh my god!
And he still got to the free throw line and missed. Ron, let's not do the stat thing. I don't care if he had 22 and 5.
He missed some clutch free throws, but he also made a crazy 3 to send him in overtime.
Terrible basketball turnovers. Did you see both of his critical turnovers? When he shouldn't even have the ball because TJ McConnell should have been in the game. The problem is you can look at the stats and think, oh, Tyrese must have played great. But if you watch that basketball game and not only see how bad Tyrese Halliburton actually played, but if
he didn't play bad. He didn't play bad.
You see how good TJ. Okay, Ron, you don't think so. I think so. I think he played bad. Tyrese Halliburton.
Why you think he played bad
last night? And TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell played amazing.
Why do you think he played bad?
Real quick, but when it's like this, if Tyrese just plays mediocre, then TJ plays mediocre too. But Tyrese played terrible, and TJ played great. It was a huge gap.
He did not play terrible, bro. We were on playback last night, and I said this to you. I know we were on playback, and I said this to you. I said this to you last night. We had this discussion.
Okay.
We had this discussion on playback. We literally said this, and this is exactly what I said to you. I said you can't compare how good TJ McConnell played to how good Tyrese Halliburton played and use that as a way to say Tyrese played bad. We both came to the conclusion last night on playback when we talked about it. We said Tyrese played okay. He did not play bad.
I said, Bron, eventually, you bullied me into saying that. All right, he played okay. All right, he played all right. He didn't. Tyrese played terrible last night.
He didn't play terrible.
He out there just running around, chucking up threes. That's all he wanted to do. He needs to play.
He went 4 for 9 from the 3-point line.
He needs to play the 2 guard and let TJ McConnell come in and just play the 1. That's it. He need to come in and let TJ play the 1. If Nimrod got to sit down,
who?
Nimrod is correct.
if Nimrod got to sit down, so be it. Like TJ McConnell has to play, bro.
Well, he plays as a backup. But Ox, when you say that he had a bad game yesterday, and when you talk about Halliburton having a bad game, what did you not like about what he did last night? When you was watching him last night, what were you like? All right, get this dude off the floor. Because I understand
there's no sense of urgency, chill.
Okay, now I'm listening.
There's no sense of urgency in this game. He out there trying to be cool and shit. Like I think he thinks he's on the court that he's on TikTok with these white girls having, doing whatever. Like it's like you got to play ball now, Tyrese. Like he got to be as hungry as he was last year or something. I don't know what's going on. And mind you, it's really early. Early. I'm sure Tyrese is gonna snap into it. Tyrese is a hooper. I'm sure he's gonna get back into the flow of things. But right now, it just looks. It's just carefree. You know what I'm saying? He's like some of those turnovers he made were just so like, bro, do you not realize what point of the basketball game you're in right now? Like you don't got time to be out there just being loose with the ball, just like, oh, I'm just good. I can do what I want. Like, nah, these dudes they're trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese Maxey, if you look out Tyrese Maxey turned his game around from the first quarter and half of the second quarter, Tyrese Maxey was looking extremely pedestrian as well. And then he decided, you know what? If we're gonna lose, we losing on me. And he just went crazy. He made it a point to let everybody know, I'm not passing the ball. I'm scoring the basketball, and we're going to win on my back. You don't see any of that in Tyrese last night. I've seen Tyrese get into that mode, but last night Tyrese Halliburton was just there. You know what I'm saying? Just playing regular basketball, and Tyrese Maxey wanted to win. It was a complete difference in the way they were approaching the basketball game. He was out there lollygagging, carefree. Those because him and Nimrod made four crucial turnovers as a group, and they were all 4 of them were egregious turnovers, unnecessary.
Now, Ron, to Ox's point, I mean, to Ox's point, when the lineup is rolling, even if your star player is on the bench, if a lineup is rolling, you do have to stick with that lineup.
Yeah, now, I said, and obviously on this platform, when I say this term, everybody's gonna do backflips because Damo made it a point that if you do this, you're a terrorist, and this, that, and the third.
Right.
And if you do this, you shouldn't be in the league. You need to be fired. But I said they should have went with a 3-guard lineup. I would have went with TJ McConnell, Ryan Nimart,
and Halliburton,
and Tyrese Halliburton. I 100% would have did that. And if somebody had to sit of those 3, it would have been Nimart for Nesmith. I'm not just because TJ McConnell could be having the best game he's ever played. I'm not sitting Halliburton because of that. But they can play together though.
So do we have a situation with Halliburton where he might be feeling himself a little bit too much, and the stuff that happened in the offseason kind of is filtering over to what's going on with the season, where he doesn't have that sense of urgency? Like I'll play myself into shape. I'll play my game back to where it was when he hasn't come into camp as sharp as he could be. Because from what I've seen, he doesn't look as sharp as he did last year. He does not. He's not taking care of the basketball. He's not looking like the distributor that I saw last year. He's not looking like the playmaker. And again, it's only 3 games. We just saw the first week of the season, right? But he just doesn't seem like the guy that came into the league that came into the season last year wanting to show I'm one of the best league guards in the game. I'm not on the other half of any sort of lineup. I am one of the best league guards in the game, and I want to show that. He doesn't look like that right now.
Got that bread. I see what y'all saying. He went and got that money now. He's just chilling.
That's playing too slow.
He's playing too slow, or like just the team, their pace is too slow?
The pace is predicated on him. So they're playing too slow. He's playing too slow. And Tyrese Halliburton thrives on pace. I don't know where the pace is ranking pace. I'll look it up. I don't want to give the people.
Well, last year they was second.
before I find out that right now they're at 4th in pace and I'm just chatting, so bear with me.
But
Mars, they're 26th in pace. They're 26th.
Yeah, okay.
Like they're playing way too slow. Tyrese Halliburton is an up-tempo guy. He's meant to push the break. That's where he thrives. You put him in the half court. I think he had limitations last year on the half court. You make the game slower for Tyrese Halliburton. I just don't think he's going to put pressure on defenses like the other guys. And some of it is also just due to the fact that they aren't making shots. Like the whole team is just not shooting very well. So that doesn't help. But they got to find ways to play faster. I don't know what they have to do. I'm gonna have to actually like sit down and really get into the film, like other than just watching it from a first perspective, like first time watch. But they have to find a way to play faster. Tyrese Halliburton thrives in pace. The team thrives in pace, and that's how he's gonna put pressure on defenses. That's how he's gonna collapse them. If you got him in the half court, he's not gonna create advantages like Trae Young, who I think is playing at a different level than Tyrese Halliburton. He's not going to create advantages like
level than a lot of people.
Trae Young like that. He's not going to do that. So you've got to manufacture the advantage creation through pace and pushing the tempo. And if they're at 26th in pace, they're just not going to do that. And do I think he's as bad? What's his averages? Bear with me. Do I think he's as bad? Do I think he's as bad as 12, 3 and 4? No, I don't think he's that bad. Do I think he's as bad as 20% from 3 on 8 attempts? No. Do I think he's as bad as 32% from the field? No. But I do think if you slow the game down for him, he's not going to look like the guy we saw pre-injury last season. So I think they've got to speed up. And I don't know how they do that. I don't know what their schedule's looking like coming up. But they've got to play faster. Oh, they played the Magic tonight. And we know he notoriously struggles against Orlando. This might not be okay. And then they
gotta play him off
the New Orleans game on Friday. That's where we'll judge Indiana against the New Orleans Pelicans on Friday. I'm not going to hold it against them, the Orlando and Boston results.
Why not? Orlando, Indiana's supposed to be one of them teams. We got to judge them.
Orlando routinely slowed down Indiana.
He got a ball tonight, Morris. He got a ball tonight, and he got a ball against the Celtics. And I know
you're going to be disappointed.
I heard what you was. Well, I mean, if you one of them, you got to be one of them. Like it's no ifs, ands, or buts. Paulo, when you play against the next best power forward in the NBA, you got a ball against him. Chet, when you play against Wemby, you got a ball against him. Devin Booker, when you play against Anthony Edwards, you got a ball against him. That's just is what it is. And if you don't, we gonna talk shit about you. The next time you do ball, we'll also big you up too. But if you notoriously get cooked against the better teams and the upper echelon teams and all of that, then you're gonna get talked bad about. And that just is what it is. But to your point, Tyrese Halliburton needs to play off ball more. Just because Ryan Nembhard showed in the playoffs that he can go, and just because he has played better, and just because TJ McConnell signed a contract extension and he looked good last night, and he also looked good in the playoffs, I'm not coming off of if I'm Rick Carlisle, I'm not coming off of what has worked for us for the past 2 years. Tyrese Halliburton has been top 5 in assists the last 2 years. He led the league in assists last year, and he averaged 20 and 10 both seasons. Just because of a small 3-game sample size, I'm not coming off of that. I expect Tyrese Halliburton to get back to himself sooner than later. We might need to make some tweaks. He might need to have a sit down with Tyrese Halliburton and let him know just because you played for Team USA and just because you were all-star last year and just because you might be smelling yourself, that doesn't mean that you are now all of a sudden in a different tier where now you can take your foot off the gas and whatnot. We need you to go back to the Tyrese Halliburton that you've been. But I'm saying that to say I need Tyrese Halliburton to be on ball. I need him to be sharp. I need him not to be a turnover machine. And I need him to make threes. The guy that he's been the last 2 years. A guy that's averaged 10 plus assists and under 3 turnovers, and a guy that has shot 40% from 3. Or close to 40%.
So hear what I'm saying though. And mind you, I mean, I know 48 minutes is a lot of basketball. I'm not saying that when Tyrese Halliburton gets the ball, go get the ball to TJ. I'm not saying like TJ come back and get it. I'm not saying anything like that. What I'm saying is if there's a rebound and TJ's here for the outlet, we don't got Tyrese doesn't have to, because he is a good shooter in transition. He can utilize that part of his game. On top of that, I'm more so even talking about like what Mars was saying. If they're in a slow pace like this, I think it's if they're in half court offense, I think it is better for TJ to have the ball. I think TJ is better at, for instance, Mars said a little earlier about them missing shots and stuff. I'll tell you when they were making shots. They were making shots when TJ was finding them in good positions to shoot the ball. When TJ was out there creating for himself and others, I was seeing more high quality basketball being played. And that's all I'm saying. So specifically in the half court, if you got a 2-guard lineup like TJ and Tyrese, I don't think you can really lose as far as who's controlling the offense. In open court, I'm 100% with y'all. If Tyrese got the ball, we running. There is no TJ coming back getting the ball from Tyrese. No, I'm just saying that at certain times, particularly in the half court, I think TJ should be in control of the offense. And also, that's also praise to Tyrese's ability to spot up and shoot.
And I actually agree with you on that. Because TJ isn't known as a knockdown shooter or even a shooter in general. And and this is one of Mars's biggest pet peeves. If they're not going to treat you like a shooter, then you might as well not even be out there. So they're never going to treat TJ McConnell like a shooter. Even if he knocks down 3 threes.
If I'm not treating you like a shooter and you're knocking it down, then that's fine.
I actually got confidence in TJ shooting threes, but I'm saying they're not going to treat him like a shooter. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I would rather TJ be on the ball and Tyrese be off the ball because they're going to respect Tyrese's ability to shoot the three, probably the most on the roster. So that gives TJ more room to operate, and he can, obviously maneuver in a pick and roll as we seen last night. He's going to make the right play and he's going to get to that hoop.
Ox, do you stick with the hot hand on a night-to-night basis, or do you develop some continuity? Because I'm listening to you talk about TJ. It sounds like you want to go with what's ever working that night. And if a guy,
I think TJ works more often than not.
Would you rather go with TJ
than Ryan?
Because I'm thinking about the guard lineups that they have with Mathurin, with Nick, with Neesmith, with Halliburton and TJ and Nembhard. Okay, I got 5 guards. That means that somebody's got to come out the lineup if you're going to go with TJ Moore. Who comes off the floor?
Mathurin is the one who has the shortest leash.
You could play Benedict and even Neesmith. You could play them a lot of 3 minutes too, though. They play a lot of small forward minutes, and if they don't, they can. So it's really Ryan. It's Ryan or it's not Andrew, right? Who is it?
It's Andrew. I don't know why everyone call him Ryan.
It is Andrew, because I'm seeing the chat keep saying it's Ryan or it's Andrew or whatever. So I'm thinking on that.
Nembhard.
So Andrew Nembhard.
Hey, but shout out Ryan though.
I think it's him a little bit, but really, I mean, chill. Tyrese is our man. You know what I'm saying? For that team, Tyrese is our man. We're going with Tyrese every night. Right. But in times like what was happening last night is when we're still going with Tyrese, but we gotta have TJ on the floor. That's all I'm saying. It's like I'm not taking nothing away from Tyrese as far as if he got to spare 1 or 2, 3 minutes in the second or third quarter, so be it. But for all intents and purposes, this is Tyrese Halliburton's team. This is your squad. We're rocking with you. We're living and we're dying with you. But TJ McConnell needs to be on that floor a lot more. Chill. He took him out 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. There was still 11 minutes left to play back. Is overtime 5 or 4 minutes in the league?
5 minutes.
5. That's 12 minutes straight. No TJ McConnell.
And they were rolling with him in the lineup, is what you're telling me. Because I'm sorry, I didn't see the Philly.
So Philly had the lead until the beginning of the fourth or the end of the third,
which they should have never had. In the Pacers, but they had no Joel, no Paul George,
and that's because Maxey was going crazy. But they were playing very well. TJ McConnell was, if you ask me, TJ brought them back. TJ was the one who got the game tied up.
You got a guy like that,
and boom. And so my thing is, even if you're gonna take him out at that 7-minute mark to let him breathe or whatever, you got to put him back in at 350. You know what I'm saying?
Don't take him out, Ox. Because
I don't want to take him out.
If we're rolling with him, if that's going on and we rolling with him, timeout. If he's tired, we'll call timeout. We're not taking.
That's what I was saying last night.
No,
call a timeout.
Ox did say that like verbatim, word for word.
No, call timeout.
He's in peak shape. You can be tired and play ball. Sit down, breathe, and we're gonna keep rocking. Yes, and that's all I'm saying. And if you have to take him out, let him take out and get a quick blow and put him back in and let him conduct the offense. Because as soon as he came out, it was turnover. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like they was
not as soon, but like that last 3-4 minutes, I believe it was just some really crucial turnovers.
Sound like they were rolling with him in the lineup, Ron. That's what it sounded like. That sounded like something that was coaching last night. Sound like they were rolling with him in the lineup. Sound like what Steve Kerr did with Drew Holiday, where I already got LeBron James, I got Kevin Durant, I got Devin Booker, I got all of these guys. Drew Holiday gonna be on the floor though. I'm gonna figure out I'm gonna figure out how to keep him on the floor because we rolling with him on the floor. So
not chill. You right. You right. It definitely was Rick Carlisle and Miles Turner's fault that they lost that game last night.
Well, you're
100%. No, Miles
that was
Turner.
disgusting.
All right. Aside from you trying to say that I'm making Rick Carlisle the scapegoat, you can't sit here with a straight face and say that Miles Turner played a good game last night. If you're going to say that Halliburton played a bad game, please.
He had 5 offensive fouls.
What? It was 4 or 5.
It was 4 or 5.
They were chewing him on some of those. They were messing him over on some of those. They were messing him over on some of those moving screens. But nonetheless,
did I just hear this dude just tell me that you ran somebody over 5 times in one game?
No, chill. The first one.
Is that what I just heard you just say?
Yeah, the first one he was trying to post up Caleb Martin, I think, and I didn't like the foul. I think that if you're 6'10", 6'11", you're trying to get big in the paint, and there's a 6'4", 6'5" guy that reaches his face in there and gets hit, that's on him. You have to give the big man some grace to be able to get big in there and do his thing. Sure. They did that, and then even Ron was saying that on 2 of those moving screens, they weren't fouls. I don't think. On the last one, it was Tyrese Halliburton's fault, chill, because he didn't wait for him to set the screen and he went too early. That was a bad move for.
Be that as it may, that still wasn't a moving screen. It was a couple of they called 2 of them that weren't moving screens, and I think he had 3 or 4 altogether. I don't remember exactly, but he had 6 turnovers. He had more turnovers than he had rebounds. And that he had field goals made.
Get Turner off the floor. He killing us, Ron.
Yeah, I'm saying like he definitely screwed the Pacers over last night.
Get Turner.
100%.
He killing us.
Haters.
But all right, y'all. We got a couple $10 super chats, and then we're gonna just go ahead and dive into the super chats all together. The Diddler had this to say. He said, "Ron, breaking news: the Chiefs just got Josh Uche from the Patriots for a 6th-round pick."
So.
There you go.
Hey, when did they get
DeAndre Hopkins? Yeah,
when did they get DeAndre Hopkins?
Yeah, they got today's Monday. They I want to say Thursday of last week. Yeah, I want to say Thursday of last week. Yeah, they got him. So the rich just keep getting richer.
Roger Goodell has no David Stern in him.
No, he doesn't, because he would shut the door. David Stern would have been like, hell no. Nope.
He's trying to see history. He's trying to see the first three.
Ain't they already, 7-0?
Undefeated.
Yeah.
And they went and got, bro.
Even though going into Sunday, Patrick Mahomes had more interceptions than touchdowns. He did.
Well. So much.
Don't let it be Jameis Winston throw a couple of interceptions.
Hey, Jameis Winston got down last night, and in the post-game interview, started singing or started quoting Eminem. Hey, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jameis like that, man.
Shout out Jameis Wiseman.
Yo, that was crazy. Calling James Wiseman Jameis Winston last night.
Joshua Grimes said, "I will never forgive y'all for saying Magic is the greatest Laker. I think Chill was the only one that said Kobe, and it is. But start bench cut, Luka Tatum SGA."
How you gonna give Chill the credit when he the Kobe hater up here? What?
Chill, you didn't say Kobe, did you?
It was me. It was me and only me.
It was
Not me taking my credit. That's crazy. I ain't even answering your start bench cut.
I said Kareem.
Yeah, how they? I ain't answering that.
I said it was Magic.
I cried 2 tears in a bucket.
Mars called me.
Even Chill the credit like we don't know Chill be hating.
Come on, we all know it's Magic, man. Come on, y'all.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna run a poll and I'm gonna ask you guys who you believe the greatest Laker is. But in the meantime, I need you 3 up here to start bench cut. Luka, Tatum, SGA. Ox, you can go first.
Damn. Well, JT starting. Let's get that out the way. JT starting. And this one's kind of difficult. Probably cut Luka. One quarter of defense ain't enough to move me, Mars. I was excited. I was excited to see it. Don't get me wrong. I need to see a little more. But he was playing that defense though. He was moving his feet. I was juiced. Like, I like this. I want to be a Luka fan. If I could see some more of that, I'll end up being the biggest Luka fan ever.
So you're cutting Luka.
I have to, man. I don't want to.
All right.
Y'all put me
Chill.
in a predicament.
Start Luka, bench Tatum, cut SGA.
Mars, and I'm almost positive I'm going to agree with what you go with.
I ain't answering this all bench cut. He want to give Cho the credit for saying that. I ain't answering. He don't deserve
Mars. I like that.
Mars. He don't deserve my answer. I ain't answering.
He was definitely wild. He was definitely wild for that. 100%.
He taking my credit. He don't
definitely wild for that. Oh my goodness!
You see what you did, Joshua? You see what you did?
We know Ron saying Luka, SGA, Tatum. Like, right, Ron?
Nah, Ron going SGA, Luka, Tatum.
Nah, I can't disrespect it, Don.
Yeah, Luka,
but I definitely won't disrespect SGA. Definitely.
Yeah, I knew what he was going with. Long time.
All right. We got some members chats and we got some new members today. So let's go ahead and pay homage to them. Josh Williams became a member today. Salute to Josh Williams. Realist123 said, I told y'all about Connect. Rookie of the year incoming.
That's one of the worst spellings of Connect I've seen. But
on draft night, when it was our pick and he wasn't picked, I was like, damn, he really fell to us. We got Dalton Connect. And
you got Devin Carter.
Shout out Devin.
Yeah, he gonna be back in January.
Talented Mr. Flowers became a member. Shay became a member. No Layers sent through a members chat. He's been around for 10 months. He got KD in a Clippers jersey as his profile picture. He said, Harden and Zoo Alcindor. We got the best duo.
Zoo hooping right now. Yeah,
Zoo is balling.
Zoo Alcindor is so fire. I like that.
Hey,
you heard that? You heard that, Chia?
I did hear that. Zoo Alcindor.
Like that.
That is kind of dope.
I will say this about James Harden. Although I may not have the best things to say about James Harden, I will say that boy know what to do with a center. I'm talking about you give him a big man that can just put one foot in front of the other and that can at least just catch an alley-oop. Hey, James Harden gonna make you look like an all-star.
You guys be forgetting that DeAndre Jordan Nets version of him. He had him looking competent for a little while.
Just on the subject of the Clippers, at what point do we sound the alarm on what's going on? Because Mars and I watched this game on Saturday night. What point do we sound the alarm on Denver?
That alarm is
what? As soon as they signed Russell Westbrook, that's when we sounded the alarm on Denver.
I'm thinking to myself, because I'm watching James Harden and I'm watching the Clippers, and I'm thinking to myself, if Joker has to crack 10, 11 threes in order for them to have a chance to win, which they lost, by the way.
Sure, it's already going off.
If he's got to crack those threes in order for them to have a chance to win, we got a problem. We got a huge problem. I'm watching that Denver team, and it looks almost impossible to score. I saw them in 23, where a lot of the stuff that they got, it was easy. It just doesn't look. Everything looks like it's a task to score with them. Whether it's knocking down an open jump shot, whether it's getting a layup at the rim, dunks. I don't see anything simple with them like I saw 2 years ago. Nothing.
I don't think we need to sound the alarm though. Just let them go down in silence. We don't need to alert people. Just everyone. Denver just gonna be suffering bottom of the Western Conference, and we just enjoy it. That's what it is.
Mars wanted to go down like the Titanic with violins playing and shit.
We don't need to sound no alarm. We don't need to bring attention to them going down because then someone might try and help them. No, just let them.
Hey y'all. Hey everybody, listen up. If you're paying attention to the Denver Nuggets. Nah, Mars, hell no. The alarm needs to be sound. They are. I told when I was telling y'all I could see playing being in the future for them. I got jumped in the comments. I got jumped in the chat. I told y'all they are not that good of a team.
They're not going to the play-in though, Ron. Come on, they're a fifth seed, bro.
I got them at the 4th.
They're no better than the Clippers. The Clippers the 5 seed right now. They're no better than
well, I'm not saying who's better. I'm just saying what the seeding is going to look like. I don't think seeding necessarily means who's better. It should, but it doesn't all the time.
I don't know if Joker back that strong to carry that, to drag them along.
You see that boy like back?
Our boy do got a big ass back, but I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I don't know if his back's that strong, but also I don't know if his mind is that strong. Man.
I don't think Jokic
I don't know, man.
I don't think Jokic is the type to fake an injury like Steph did and then go kick it with some horses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's strong enough.
Man, that's a win-win. Y'all get one of the top draft picks, package that up with who? What? He might have to come off his man Jamal. Package that up with Jamal. Go get y'all something competent. That might be the move.
Oh man, I don't know. I do think right now it's too early to sound any alarms. I don't think there should be any alarms going off on anything because we got the teams that know that they're not going to be very well. They're losing, so you're not sounding an alarm there. Then you got teams like the Sacramento Kings, the Denver Nuggets, who have taken some L's and will bounce back. Probably would not expect. I know we're not expected to win the championship, but we're better than 0-2. It's only a couple of games, you know what I'm saying? Let's relax. Let's not sound any alarms. The Denver Nuggets will be okay. They'll be at least the 5th seed, 6th seed at the worst, and it'll be no big deal. They're not going to win a championship here. They got Russell Westbrook.
This is what I'm trying to say. In chat, I just ran a poll. Do we need to sound the alarm? Yes or no? You guys,
it's 2024.
You guys let us know. If the alarm isn't being sounded just yet, I'm telling you, the finger's hovering over the button just like this, Chill. Okay. I'm talking about the finger it's that close to the button.
We're close. We might have to call somebody. Not yet, but
give them 12 games.
They play Toronto tonight. So if they're 0-3 after tonight, maybe. But I don't know how much more we need to see before everyone just acknowledges this Michael Malone guy is trying to boost plus minus. Like, there's no way he's still running Jamal Murray and the bench unit and won't play Jokic. Like, there's no way we don't see what's going on right now. There's a reason Jokic on-off right now is 43 points because he's trying to boost his on-off numbers to get him an MVP as the 9 seed. I see what's happening. I'm not falling for it. It's a disgrace what he's doing. He's manipulating Jokic plus minus. It's disgusting. He needs to start playing Jokic with Russell Westbrook. 48 minutes a game. Then we'll see if he really the MVP.
That's what Russ can boost that plus minus even more. It'd be plus 63. Do not disturb Rick has been a member for 14 months. He said, so we're not going to talk about my OKC?
I mean, we asked if the Lakers the best team in the league. OKC looking scary.
And why is that? What's making them look so good?
I mean,
Mars, would you like to say the name?
Because
you want me to say the guy who I've been telling you about since pre-draft, that 7'1" monster, Chet Holmgren? Is that what you want me to say?
In fact, is a 7-foot monster.
That's. I mean, we could give the credit to Chet Holmgren. We could give the credit to that defense. We could give the credit to whoever we want to give the credit to. The fact of the matter is, this is a team that hasn't been able to make threes so far this season, and they've won every game comfortably. And they were the best 3-point shooting team statistically last year in terms of what percentage, not volume. And they are shooting 28% from 3, and they have won every game by double digits. Their defense is impossible to score.
That's the difference. Yep.
Impossible. And Chet's the biggest part of that. Shea last night was playing some monstrous defense. I don't know what the hell. Shea played defense like that, he might make all defense. Now, do I think he's going to do it for the whole season? No. But if he does that, Jesus. Chet Holmgren, he's taken a major step forward offensively. I love it. He's rebounding.
Seen that jump coming, though.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who watched Chet Holmgren, we knew, but guys wanted to doubt. He rebounding the hell out of the ball. The rim protection.
Didn't see that coming. That's what I didn't see coming.
He rebounded like crazy right now.
He's leading. And it probably won't stay at 13. It'll probably come more down to like 9 or 10, especially when Isaiah Harden comes too.
I think he had 9 last night.
But I mean, he had 15 rebounds the other night. The biggest thing for me with Chet is I just didn't know if he was going to be strong enough yet to just get in there and grab all those rebounds in the jungle like that. But hey, he's been doing it.
He takes advantage of guys, and he takes advantage of guys lacking too. What I mean when I say that is like guys complain. I watch Joker complain about fouls. Meanwhile, Chet is running the floor, and SGA has got a really good way of getting guys the basketball in the open floor. And when you run in the floor, we're playing with a guy like SGA, you're going to get the ball. You're 100% going to get the ball. And Chet's not going to get phased with you complaining to the refs. That's a you problem. Chet's going to run the floor. If you're going to complain to the officials, that's a you problem. We're going to get easy buckets. Their defense is what's impressed me the most with Oklahoma City, with Alex Caruso, who I already thought was going to be a great defender with them anyway. But their defense, the way that they gang on a perimeter in particular, the way that they just gang up on people. and Alex Caruso's ability to help, not just his ability to help, but Lou Dort's ability to shoot gaps while they're helping on the weak side. I think Oklahoma City's defense is one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league. They've been fantastic. So
Alex Caruso's looking good right now. I haven't been able to catch up.
Looking wonderful, and he can't buy a bucket on offense. But defensively, oh my God, he's causing havoc. Then you got Lou Dort. He playing great defense.
Kaysen too.
Kaysen Wallace doing what he do. Aaron Wiggins is looking great. Usman Jang is finally in the rotation. I like what I'm seeing from Usman Jang. Shea is playing some of the best defense to start a season I've seen in a minute. Chet is doing Chet things. Isaiah Hartenstein ain't even there yet. Their defensive rating is 92. 92. You know how good 92 defensive rating is?
Ox, just so you know, though, I think the 2004 Pistons was like 99.
Like 92 in this NBA, that
like
their offense statistically is below average. They have like a 110 offensive rating, but they are winning because their defense is just that good. Like 92 in 2024 is crazy. Now it's been 3 games, so obviously they're not going to maintain that for the whole year.
Right.
But 92, like I think people need to understand that 92 is insane. The 08 Celtics had a 99, and that was 16 years ago, and that was the best defense in the league by a mile. Like 92 is ridiculous. Like, yeah, OKC good, man. OKC
shout out to Thunder. I meant to when we were talking about the Sixers versus the Pacers, I meant to shout out Tyrese Maxey too. If you just look at it on paper, it didn't look like he had the best game. He shot like 14 for 32. He went 5 for 17 from 3, but he started off very slow. He started off bad, actually. In fact,
someone said he started 2 for 13.
Yeah, he started off bad and he just got going. He ended up finishing with 45 points, and he basically carried that team to a win. So shout out to Tyrese Maxey. But getting back to this game, I do want to shout out the Hawks because for three quarters and some change,
3.5 quarters, they were there. And then OKC just dialed it up, and it was that.
It went from it was a 4-point game, then it went to a 10-point game, then it went to a 20-point game.
Yeah,
OKC literally just said, all right, enough is enough. And they just closed the door on them. Trae Young had some bad turnovers. Trae Young really played a bad stretch of 8 minutes, and that basically just lost him the game. Up until that point, Trae was playing a phenomenal basketball game. Shout out to Zachary Ricochet. He was hooping. Dyson Daniels, boy.
Try telling you guys.
Mars.
I am going to start for that reason right there, Miles. I'm going to start watching more Hawk games off the strength of Dyson Daniels. Yeah,
might he be the best perimeter defender in the league?
No.
He's one of the best perimeter.
I'm talking about now. Shea was getting to it, but when I tell you he had Shea doing everything in his can, that he could going in his bag as far as he can to try to get off what he was getting off.
Yep.
Like Dyson was sitting down.
Yep.
Try telling you guys about my guy Dyson. He got a chase down block in transition. He's making Shea go to a 3rd, 4th, 5th move consistently. Like Shea scored, but most of the time when he was scoring is because Clint Capella was now out on him, or it was someone else, and he could get to it. When Dyson on you, you are struggling, and then he's a great off-ball defender. Dyson Daniels can make all defense this year. Now I say that about a lot of guys can, but he's not because it's in 10 spots. But he's.
I know it was just one game last night, and Ben Simmons always looks good against Giannis. I don't know what it is, but when he go up against Giannis, he holds his own against Giannis. Giannis has
We talked about the bus game. Yeah.
We'll get to it.
We give Dyson Daniels his love. Let's talk about the bus game. Now, people are clowning my guy Ben Simmons, right? Mm-hmm. Because he got a steal and then he had an opportunity to go make a layup on Brook Lopez and he passed it. Listen, our impact comes from without scoring. We don't need to score. Our impact comes defensively. Our impact comes as this high post DHO guy. Our impact comes as this playmaker. That's what we do. So we're not going to score. We're not going to score. It's cool. I've accepted Ben Simmons just isn't going to score the basketball. He doesn't want to score. He doesn't want to look at the rim. Here's what it is. But Ben Simmons, defensively, now he's been fouling a little bit too much. But I think that's just due to fatigue and a bit of rust. But when he's out there defensively, I've seen him put the clamps on Paolo. And I've seen him make guys like Giannis struggle. And I've seen his team defense. I've seen him getting in the passing lanes. I've seen him stop 3-on-1 fast breaks. He looked good.
Are we looking at an all-league defender in Ben Simmons this season, Moss?
I highly doubt anyone on the Nets is going to get enough love for all defense. But I think Ben Simmons is playing really good defensively. Mm-hmm. Now, offensively, Yeah, it's
there's 100% more to be desired. 100, and we already know how limited.
It's coming around. It's coming around.
We already know how limited he is. But I did catch that Brooklyn game last night, and I did catch a lot of what Ben Simmons did with Giannis. And I mean, I don't think I'm saying anything new to you guys. Giannis, once he gets ahead of steam, he's pretty difficult to deal with. But if you make him go to counters, he has a difficult time. And Ben Simmons made him go to counters last night. And that was really difficult for Giannis. Now, Giannis did impress me because he did knock down a couple of mid-range. He looks like he's looking at the basket more around the 15-foot area.
He's been hitting that mid-range.
Yes, he looks like he's looking at
that.
basket.
And they've been losing. So
I was about to say that too, Mars. And the reason why is because I thought Ben did a good job in keeping him away from the basket last night. And on top of keeping him away from the basket, I also think Ben did a really good job. And once Giannis got off the ball, he kept him off the ball and kept him away from the ball once he got off of it. I thought he did a really good job at that. You got to get Giannis the ball more. Well, when the guy that's covering him won't let him get the ball back, it's pretty difficult to get him the basketball. And I thought that Ben actually did a really good job on him. Now, as far as the scoring machine that they have, let's be honest, Ron. New York is a Knick town. It's always going to be a Knick town. It's the Lakers and the Clippers, and Brooklyn are the Clippers. They are. They are the Mets. They are the Jets. No matter what you say about Brooklyn, they're always going to be the secondary. They're always going to be the secondary team in that town. However, I can't discount that they got a scoring machine in Cam Thomas, a bucket getter, and a guy who can do it in different ways. It didn't help last night that Milwaukee is awful at guarding at the long ball line. They're not good. They're not bad at guarding at the long ball line. They are terrible at guarding at the long ball line. They don't chase anybody off the long ball line. They don't close out at the long ball line. They play drop. I watched, maybe it was because it's Brooklyn, but I'm watching Giannis. I'm watching Brook Lopez. They're in drop all night. Meanwhile, Brooklyn is wide open at the long ball line, so they were awful in that aspect. You can't do that with Cam Thomas. You can't play drop with Cam Thomas 18 feet away from the basket because he's nice like that, and he gets to the rim with the best of them. So I'm not sounding the alarm in Milwaukee, but I said that they were fool's gold last year, and their defense has to get better. Their starting small forward is in Phoenix, just like the Knicks starting 5-man is in Charlotte, and their perimeter defense has to get better. Otherwise, we're going to see the same thing we saw this year.
Ron, you better not put that graphic on the
All
screen.
right, yo, I don't want to get off the Bucks, but we only have about 24 minutes left to go in the show, and I have a lot of super chats. But it's a lot of rumors and murmurs and whispers around the league that a certain someone in South Beach may be heading a certain somewhere in Texas. Jimmy Butler and the Rockets may be crossing paths sometime soon. Word out on the streets is, and we've all heard this, that the Rockets are in win now mode, and they obviously have the young assets to go get a veteran player or just a very good player in the NBA. And now we're hearing that Houston is interested in Jimmy Butler. The Rockets are also increasingly mentioned by monitoring rivals as a team to watch should Miami ever reach out at a point that it chooses to explore its trade options with Jimmy Butler, who grew up 30 miles away from Houston in Tomball, Texas.
No, not even playing though. Like on some serious, like seriously, I'm not mad at Jimmy down there with them. I think Sengun is good enough to where he's good enough to be contending for a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying he's a championship center because they haven't done it yet, he hasn't been that far yet, but I think he's good enough. I'm not mad at Jimmy down there with them. That's all right. It depends on who they have to give up, obviously. Like
Jalen Green got to be a part of that because we need a 2-guard in Miami. We need
a Tyler Hero. What do you mean?
No, he's a rotation 2-guard. He's not a
Jabari. I know Jabari can't be in. I know Jabari can't be in it.
That's the guy. That's the guy from Miami. I might have to ask for him. I may have to ask.
They can't do that. They can't do that. I don't. I think that kind of makes it not so worth it.
Right. And if I'm Houston, I don't know if I'm coming off of Jabari. I'm not. Not for Jimmy Butler. I'm not.
I'll tell you who they can have.
You've been trying to shut up. Like, no. You can get Dylan Brooks and some Phoenix.
Dylan Brooks, Amin Thompson, some picks.
I don't want Jimmy Butler, so the best you're gonna get is Dylan Brooks and some Phoenix picks.
That's a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
That's all I would give up for Jimmy Butler. Why would I want Jimmy Butler?
That's really not a bacon, egg, and cheese. Yo, Amin Thompson alone makes it worth it. Then
He didn't say Amin.
He didn't say Amin. He just said Dylan and some picks.
Mars didn't say Amin. You know Mars is gonna give them the cheapest package possible.
I ain't offering Cam. I ain't offering Tari. I ain't offering Reed. I ain't offering Şengün. I ain't offering
Bari,
Amen, Jalen. I ain't offering none of them. I don't
give
want
him
Jimmy Butler.
Amin Cam Whitmore and some picks. Amin Thompson Cam Whitmore and some picks.
Jimmy Butler on my team.
Here's Morris. I understand. We obviously understand that you covet your young assets and you don't want to give up nobody. Here's the thing: if this is true, and if you guys are going to trade for Jimmy Butler, one of them young guys, bare minimum, is gone.
Jimmy Butler. They just trying to make
Fred VanVleet. So because Fred VanVleet. Because
Fred matches the money. Yeah, but be that as it may, one of them young guys is gone. If they're trading for Jimmy Butler, one of them young guys is gone.
Guys are
making up trade. This is like if we put up a graphic of Chill suggesting Charlotte getting Steph Curry. That's what this is. It's not. That's so far in left field. That's so far in left field. You're catching a foul ball in the nosebleeds. That's how far in left field that is.
Right. But look, this is my thing. This is just Mars saying, saying what he wouldn't do, and Houston, all that. They would without a doubt give up a couple of them youngsters, depending on who it is, for Jimmy Butler. Like, of course, Mars, you don't want it to happen.
One of them.
Yep, that's fine. Of course, you don't want it to happen.
Man could be one of them.
But if it was something like if Reed Shepherd shows in these next 2 months that he really liked that, they could mess around and put Reed Shepherd, Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks. I'm not Reed Shepherd. I'm sorry. Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, and another one of them youngsters, Tari Eason or Cam Whitmore.
Why?
That's a great trade for the Houston Rockets.
Okay, someone logically explain. Then Jimmy's taking his player option. Someone explain why the Houston Rockets would want 35-year-old Jimmy Butler, who is making $49 million this year and is going to be making $52.5 million next year, when we are so far away from trying to compete for a championship. Explain to me why we would want
right there
35, 36, and 37-year-old Jimmy Butler. Why
Jimmy changed that?
You just said the reason, because y'all far from winning the championship. You get Jimmy Butler, you're not so far no more.
Jimmy
is not close. Why would we want him?
Yes, you are. Y'all a lot better. Y'all a lot better with Jimmy Butler. I disagree.
If you flip flop Jimmy and Dylan Brooks, you guys are the number 5 seed that Chill's talking about.
Superchats.
You guys are the number 5 seed.
I'm not doing that. Why are you fighting that? Wait. Mars, why are you fighting that? Mars, I understand where you are with the money. Mars, I can appreciate where you are with the money. I can understand where you are with the money.
Why would I want 36-year-old Jimmy Butler to go lose in round 2? Oh, wow.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, and Tari Eason or Cam Whitmore? Get the hell out of here. Jimmy Butler, what? Like, they're making that trade more.
First of all, you guys also just haven't watched Miami this season because Jimmy Butler's been trash.
He just bought out last night.
Second of all, this man is turning 36 next season and will be making $52 million. And this is not a team. Jimmy Butler wants to win. Houston are a young team. We don't fit each other's timeline. None of this makes sense. It doesn't make sense for Jimmy, and it doesn't make sense for us. None of it adds up. Why would we want the aging quote-unquote star who wants to win a championship when we are 3 years away from competing for championships? And by the time we get to that point, he will be 39.
Mars,
you guys are 3 years away right now.
I'm trying to tell you right now why, Mars, because if they go get Jimmy right this year, right? That means they got the end of this season and then they got next season. If you give up Fred and Dylan and Tari Eason.
I'm in.
No. Let me.
Let's keep it at a minute.
No, because Mark's gonna flip a switch. Let's not do that. Let's keep
Mars agreeing with Tari Eason. Either.
I'm not saying you're agreeing. You don't got to agree. I'm not worried about you agreeing. All I'm saying is They're not going to win a championship in the next 3 years with Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, and Tari Eason. Them three ain't going to win a championship. So it's like if you get rid of them and some picks, you bring Jimmy over here. Now y'all got action in the next 2 seasons. Now, if you don't win it in the next 2,
with no
Jimmy going Jimmy gonna be gone. Yeah, because Sengun is that good. Jalen Green is that good. Jabari Smith is that good. Jimmy Butler is still that good for this season and the next one. And if Reed Shepard can play, you love him, man. He's supposed to be the next Magic Johnson.
I was just about to say that.
You know what I'm saying?
You just took the words right out of my mouth.
Maybe these
guys are trying to blow up my team. You guys are trying to blow up my team.
We're not trying to blow the team
Fred
up.
VanVleet,
Hey, Amir, hasta luego.
That's great.
See you later.
That's not blowing up the team.
I'm not.
You don't even like Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
and you barely like Fred VanVleet. You get Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet, and Cam Whitmore out of here.
Dylan Brooks and a Phoenix pick. You can have it. Dylan Brooks and a Phoenix pick. Otherwise, no.
Phoenix pick, because just so you know, Mikal Bridges went for 4 1s. 4.
Okay. And Jimmy's better than Mikal. And y'all was trying to get Mikal. And Jimmy's better than Mikal.
I promise those rumors about Mikal weren't true either, but whatever. You guys just keep trying to the Rockets want to do this and then.
We're trying to help you.
No, we don't. And when we don't trade for Jimmy Butler, I'll be like, I told you we weren't trying to get Jimmy Butler. We don't want these guys.
I'd be happy somebody's trying to make some trades with y'all's asses. Yeah. y'all got something good going on down there. You gonna just let it waste away. You can go get Jimmy Butler right now for a couple of them young boys, man. Put y'all in contention right now.
Jimmy Butler got on there and turned it into boot camp. He may have whipped them young boys into shape so fast. Hey, y'all will be in the Western Conference Finals quicker than you can say.
If we being honest, Ox, and I mean I know he's a little bit older, but we seen Jimmy Butler around kids. I mean, how'd that go in Minnesota?
That was some soft ass kids though. That was different. those were some soft ass kids. That was way different than this. These boys ready to ball. They ready to play some basketball.
I'm talking about Jimmy Butler have Jalen Green picking up full court. Had that boy moving his feet.
Jalen Green already been playing defense this season, so
yeah, not like you will with Jimmy.
Jalen Green will be at attention. As a matter of fact, just to match up salary and whatnot, they might throw in Josh Christopher into the trade too. Now all of a sudden, Jalen Green's morale will be top tier. Hey, not to win with everybody. I'm just saying. Like it looks
that will boost morale in Houston, though.
But all right, y'all. Let's get
it, and it feels so good.
All right, we got some super chats. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. LDog661 became a member today, so salute to LDog661. Kyle Martinez followed up and he said, salute to the panel. Mars, I don't want to overreact, but I might end it all if we drop back-to-back to the Spurs.
Whoa, Kyle, chill, bro.
That Spurs game was so depressing.
Why?
That was a second quarter stretch. I want to say it was like 8 minutes. We didn't score for 8 minutes. It was so sad.
That's almost the whole. That's more than half the quarter.
We scored 10 points in the quarter. It was bad. So we were down 20. We came back. We fought back. Then Chill's guy, Trevor Ariza, decides to take a pull-up 3 when they were down 2. Brick. Get it back. Shoot another pull-up midi. Brick. Trevor Ariza just triggering me right now. Şengün meant to give Wemby 45. He gave him a mean 6. Pissed me off.
Well, you know, Mars, if y'all had Jimmy Butler over there.
Here we go.
Also, 2 more.
It might look a lot different, Ox.
Mars?
It might look a lot different, Ox.
Even Mars got to admit that Jimmy would have went and got him one.
Meanwhile, while Wemby making sidestep 3s, he making 30-foot pull-up 3s. I'll pick and roll. He just annoying me. Then Jalen Green was playing well. Then he gets iced in the second quarter when the team can't score. Then in the fourth quarter, he tries to bring us back, but then we get a turnover late in the game. Jalen Green throws a bad pass. It was bad, man.
Jalen looking all right this season, though.
He been our best player so far. Shout
out Jalen.
He is your best player.
Şengün needs to lock in. He been playing like some interesting. He needs to make some layups, ideally. But yeah, we need to beat the Spurs tonight. If we drop back-to-backs to the Spurs, I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Mars, might y'all be the worst team in Texas?
We better be better than the Spurs. We better be better than the Spurs. There's no reason why we should have lost that game. There's no reason we should have lost that game. But we'll figure it out. We might start this. We started the season 0-3 last year, and then we came out. We ended the season 500 this year. I think we might start a bit slow. I predicted 6-4 after 10 games. That's looking less and less likely as time goes on because we dropped the easy games at the start of the season. But
you know how that goes though. It's always the games that you're supposed to win that you lose, and then that's just how the NBA.
And then we'll end up beating like a really good team. So as long as we get the wins, like I could care less who they come against. But we should have beat Charlotte. We blew that game, and then we did all that work against San Antonio to come back, and then we blew it at the end. So like we should be 3-0 in a different universe, but we just haven't put together a full 4 quarters of good play, which is annoying. I want to actually play good for a whole game at some point.
Shout out the slated games tonight. We got some good games. We have the Pacers and the Magic. We also have the Cavs at the Knicks. We have the Bucks at the Celtics. We have the Rockets in San Antonio. And we got the Lakers in Phoenix. And me and Chill will be combining our basketball knowledge today. We'll be combining our powers on playback tonight to watch the Bucks beat the Celtics. So if you guys aren't doing anything, pull up and watch Dame give Drew the work that he's been giving him his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Milwaukee, get that one.
Thank you, Mars.
Yeah,
we need that energy.
Yeah.
Brax the Bandit sent through a super chat. He said, "So it ain't just August through October."
Boo! Boo!
Damn.
Boo! Tomatoes. Boo! Corny. Get out of here with that.
All right. Chill's booing everything corny in the chat. iOS Inc. has been a member for 25 months. Y'all remember iOS? iOS came on the show a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to iOS. iOS said Cade over Hallie.
Cade's look good. Jaden Ivey's look good. Ron Hollins does not look ready.
Who they almost beat the other night?
Boston.
Was that game a dogfight, or did they just kind of keep it close?
They were the Celtics were up crazy. The Pistons made a comeback. They were up 118 to 116 with like 4 minutes to go, and then they lost.
The problem
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mars. The problem is that the Pistons don't have nobody to close games. They're going to be in games. They don't have a closer. They don't have anybody to shut the door when it's time to shut the door on team. They should have beat the Celtics a couple of nights ago. 100% they should have beat them. They don't have anybody to close.
K do look good though. Still got some.
Yes, he does.
And
yes, he does.
Still not great like at the rim, but the mid range is there. The floater touch. You've
been hearing them pin takes.
He doing hook shots this year. So shout out to K Jabbar.
I mean that's the greatest move ever thrown out on the court.
Shout out to him.
I really want to play this clip for Mars really bad.
Don't play this clip.
Oh Mars. And I'm just it says somebody sent me this voice message earlier. They really want Mars right now.
No, pause, but we good. I'm good on that.
SG Sports Talk channel became a member today, so shout out to SG. Nate sent through a super chat or a members chat. Fire Street Hoops avatar. If you guys didn't play the Street Hoops game, it was one of those. It wasn't better than NBA Jam or NBA Street, but it was a dope game. But he said, what rookie has surprised you guys with their performances so far, either positively or negatively?
Yves Missi. He's been good for the Pels. I didn't think he'd even be playing this early. I know they needed a big, but I didn't think he'd be ready. But Yves Missi been good, and I mean, I think it goes without saying, Ryan Dunn shooting the hell out of the ball.
Yeah. That's where I was going. I didn't know he could shoot basketball like that. I didn't.
Yeah. Shout out to Ryan Dunn. I can't say anything.
I did know that he was. I did know that he was that defender. I did know that he could shoot the basketball like that. Is this an anomaly? Is this something that I'm just seeing for right now? But he looks really good in Phoenix. Really good.
Toronto got a good rookie too. Jonathan Mogba. He looks good. I like his defense. So yeah, few rookies who I've been intrigued by.
I'm trying to.
Scotty Barnes. I'm trying to get. I've been watching. I'm sorry, guys. I've been watching Toronto, and Scotty Barnes isn't moving me. And when I say moving me, I'm like, yo, you need to watch this dude. You need to watch this dude. I've been watching him, and the All-Star and the All-Pro that y'all telling me he is, he's not moving me. I'm not saying that he's whack.
Top 15.
It's not. Yeah, I think I'm not. No.
Has anybody checked out Khalil Ware? I see he's only played one game and he's only played 6 minutes. That's what I'm most surprised about.
He got them garbage minutes in the first game against Orlando. That's what he's done.
I'm most surprised that Khalil Ware hasn't got much burn. I'm surprised that Rob Dillingham hasn't got much burn, and I'm surprised about the whole Matas Bruzelis situation too.
Matas, that's kind of
Ron Dillingham ain't playing, Ron. Damn.
Yeah, Rob Dillingham, I'm not surprised. Matas was my rookie of the year, so him not getting a tick is interesting to me.
I was trying to figure out, Ron, why you was. I mean, I understand how you feel about Rob and him being a baller and all of that, but I mean, he's getting on a crew that's at the doorstep. He's not going to play like you think he's going to play.
Well, I don't think he's going to play 25 minutes a night, but I thought by now he would have at least got a 5-7 minute stretch. But I mean, he hasn't touched the floor at all. But all right, keeping it pushing. We got a bunch of super chats, so we're gonna go ahead and make it happen for y'all. Napoleon Ice Cream said the young Rockets have something to prove. Giving them an established player like Butler will take the chip off their shoulder. You're right, Napoleon. You're right. The Diddler said, y'all remember when Mars said the Rockets would never trade Brooklyn back those picks? ? Safe to say he got no Houston sources like me.
For Mikal, we weren't trading them picks. And technically we did. I mean, Mikal went elsewhere, but we didn't get Mikal. But I'm not a huge fan of that trade, especially considering Phoenix are good. Not a huge fan of that trade, but whatever.
Hans Walker said Ryan Dunn making the most threes out of the whole draft class is so far is crazy.
Shout out to Ryan Dunn.
He started last night too, or 2 nights ago when they played against the Suns.
Shoot it till you break it, young man.
Bradley Beal was out, but he ended up stepping in and starting. So shout out to him.
Shit, 46% from 3 right now.
Shoot until your hand fall off, young man.
I'm eager to see how he looks tonight. I'm assuming if Bradley Beal's not playing, he's gonna start again, and we know he'll be checking Braun. He actually looked pretty good against Braun on opening night, or the last time they played him. It wasn't opening night; it was when they played the Suns 2 games ago. He looked pretty good against them, so I'm eager to see how that matchup goes tonight. A rookie versus.
He better stay away from. He better stay away from Braun. It looked like that pissed Braun off at first. He looking like, man, they letting these young boys guard me. He did. Braun feel disrespected, and he took it out on us. Now, we're gonna see. Y'all better stop playing with Braun.
I seen Jamal crack like 3 threes trying to end the curse. It wasn't enough. I seen it. I was like,
that's what I did. That's why.
That's what he needed to do when he played against Braun.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, but now I think we got to acknowledge it. Like, we just swept them last year. You know what I'm saying? We've been on their line as soon as the Mars show up.
And then Braun turned back the clock to 2018 real quick.
A Tribe Called Lynn said, Kobe Prime longer than Magic's whole career. Not his fault. Magic was a 69 god. All right. Next super chat.
That's not funny, bro.
Cultured Vander said, Ox basically saying if someone slapped the dog shit out of you, just smile and say thank you. L statue for real.
I don't know how that equates to what
exactly
you said about
what
the
I
statue,
said,
but I mean, I guess.
Hey,
Ox, slap you,
so I expect you to say thank you later.
You know better than that.
The Diddler said, chill. Thoughts on the Commanders, man. After getting rid of Dan Snyder, they really have turned the organization around. Chocolate City is hyped.
I don't care about that. I care about that ass whooping we put on the Cowboys yesterday. That's what I care about. Mm-hmm. That's 4 in a row now.
Nice.
Poor Cowboys.
Even after Pro Tours ACL, y'all still.
CKF said 0 points one night and missing clutch free throws the next. I'd feel bad for Hallie. However, I'm a Knicks fan, so I don't. Hashtag go New York go. Hallie Booty. Or hashtag Hallie Booty.
Good hashtags. Good hashtag.
Mm-hmm. Fire hashtags, actually. That was nice. That was a nice super chat right there.
Teddy Hart said, as an OKC fan with a vested interest in the Clips being bad this year, it makes me sick to my stomach how impressive they look.
You guys ain't know James Harden's still one of them ones, but it's cool. You gotta stay sleepy is what it is.
Sick to your stomach, you better try some Pepto-Bismol.
Mind Goblin said, so chill. You mean Harden's still better than Tatum? Damn.
Troll alert. Woo, woo, woo. Troll alert.
Cook.
When's the last time he was harder? He was better than Jason Tatum?
2021.
Okay.
Alan L said Mars been hard at FC since birth.
Facts. Came out the womb with the beard and everything.
That's crazy.
That's crazy though, Mars. Because like, no, for real, I'm just assuming, just trying to kind of guessing around the time he was born, Mars. James Harden was bad. Like we was up in Sacramento, like because we was my junior year, so we went to the state my senior year. My junior year, we was 2 games away. We was like, man, if we win this game, you do know what we got in store for us. And that was Artesia, James Harden, Renardo Sidney. Man, that James Harden wasn't no joke. 2006, 2007, bro, he was bad, Mars. He was bad.
Skinny James Harden's a problem for sure.
That wasn't no joke.
A pimp named Stepback, fire name. He said, why does sample size not matter all of a sudden when it comes to Trey and Hallie? Trey is better. Stop glazing. Stay solid.
I think Trey's bad. Yeah, I think Trey's bad. So
flip a coin.
No,
on both sides say Trey. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I know.
Marcus FRM 626 said Denver is done. I don't care. It's only been 3 games. Them niggas shit. Jokic's career high in threes to lose to the Clippers. Bucks ain't shit either.
Yeah, that Jokic fake shooting gonna regress against Toronto tonight. He gonna go 0 for 8 from 3, and I'm gonna celebrate. Fake shooting. That fake shooting not sustainable. I'm not moved.
And he got 0 for 8 from 3. I hope Swiper gonna be here tomorrow, right?
Probably.
Yeah, we didn't start talking about the Nuggets until Swiper left. Elron.
We talked about him. He gave his synopsis on what was going on.
Yeah, but we ain't get to cook him. For real. Like,
listen, the Nuggets are only going to get worse, and Swiper is only going to be up here more. Hey, he gonna get what he got coming to him. But Tyrone Winston sent through a super chat, and he said, "Being a Suns fan, I thought this was Book's team. Why does KD have to put his backpack on in year 18?" Shaking my head.
Because KD still like that.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
KD still like that.
Book do got to play better, but I mean, KD is just. You look, year 18 KD, year 18 Bron, it's kind of looking like it's starting to become a thing.
What year of Rome was 18?
What year? So he
4
showed
years
up
ago.
That was
2020. That was
21.
2020. That was championship year. 21. Oh, okay,
21.
so right after the
year
year.
18. Mm-hmm.
This man Bron been around too long, man.
Cultured Bandit said, wasn't you criticizing the Lakers for choosing JJ as the head coach not too long ago? Who was that?
Who?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I criticize him. My skepticism was replacing an inexperienced head coach with another one. I think you would want to go with something more safe. But I don't know. I couldn't question if JJ Redick was a good or bad coach because I never knew. It was always just shrouded in I don't know. But I think you would want to go with something that's more certain, which was my concern.
Yo, chat, you make sure you guys make sure you stop doing what you're doing right now. Drop everything, unless it's a baby, and like this video.
Mm-hmm.
Knicks in 6 said, I know y'all saw that game on Friday. Knicks blew the doors off the Pacers. And by the way, Mars, we aren't overrated. We are underrated. This is a title team.
If you avoid the Celtics.
And also out there, if you do drop your baby in this accident, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. Don't feel too bad.
What's happening right now, yo? What are we doing? What are we doing, Rod? What's going on, man?
The only reason I'm bringing you back up here, Ox, is because this next super chat is addressed to you. Jamal said, Ox, don't let Ron off the hook for running off playback yesterday. Hallie got packed up all weekend.
That's true. Right. I wasn't saying like drop your baby. I'm just saying like a lot of times new babies, new parents, sometimes they do that.
All right,
later, fellas. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Yes, sir. I'll see you tonight, Ron.
All right.
Don't feel too bad is all I was saying. But like don't drop your baby. Hold on tight and support their neck. But that's what I'm saying.
All right. LaFlame said the Lakers are fool's gold. Void Century said, okay, Mars. You want Jimmy? Give me Reed Shepherd and Mr. Smith.
You guys are still too high on Trevor Ariza, but I mean, I'm still good on that Jimmy trade.
Mo said 23 and 16, Dub Harden. Yeah, 16 and 6 last night.
That's what we do. Like what?
Huh. Okay. Shout out James Harden. The Diddler said Ben Simmons got benched for passing up a layup.
When Wemby deters a layup, it's all rim deterrence, defense player of the year. When Brook Lopez deters a layup, oh, Ben Simmons is a bum. Like, nah, praise the defense. That was rim deterrence. That's rim deterrence. I don't want to praise it when it's Wemby. Now Brook Lopez do it. Oh, Ben Simmons the problem. Nah, rim deterrence is rim deterrence. Like, sure.
The Diddler said, chill. Your boy Cam Thomas looking good again, man.
He threw a lob off the backboard. He threw a lob off the backboard last night.
To himself?
To say about
No, to Nick Claxton.
Anything to say about about Cam Thomas, Mars? Anything at all?
I don't think he better than Malik Monk.
Oh, I don't think so either. Okay,
that's who I had at 10. So if he mad,
good job, Mars.
Yeah, I don't think he better than Malik Monk. So I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Forget what Breezy talking about then.
The Diddler said Jalen Green needs to spend less time with Drea.
He been our best player this season.
So are you saying be a deadbeat and don't be around your baby mama?
Jalen Green is like, if there's a list of what the Rockets' problems have been to start the season, Jalen Green is like right at the bottom of the list. Like he's the furthest thing from our biggest problem.
Shout out Jalen. The boy really been hooping, averaging 26 right now. Go ahead, Jalen. Keep it up.
Hope don't drop that baby.
Smoke Rich Biggs said, chill reminds me of the LeBron fuckery tweet.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, when it was 2015 and they were like, oh, LeBron's 30 now. This isn't going to keep going for much longer. And it's 9 years later and he's still LeBron James. He's saying Chill's been around for that long. Still just performing at a mediocre to bad level.
Yo. Oh, man. LaFlame said that Wade statue is crazy. Who is that guy?
Dub statue.
Mo said Dub Harden and my Pistons are 0-3.
They've had the hardest schedule to start the season in their defense.
Well, the Pistons should trade for James Harden. Maybe they'll be better.
They've had
Mo get the best of both worlds. The worst of both worlds.
The Pacers, the Cavs, and the Celtics. That's a tough start to the season.
Pacers?
Exactly. The Pacers.
They were right there, to be fair. They were right there.
The Pacers.
They just lost to the Sixers without.
Yeah, but Hallie got carried to that victory. It is what it is. It just happens sometimes.
Ray Star said, "Swiper move on faster than Mexican music." Mexican music.
Yeah,
facts. Kay said, "Can we talk about Cam Thomas? Ran the Bucks down.
He was sweeping for sure. He was sweeping."
The Diddler said, "Hate when y'all dudes embarrass us as Knicks fans, man."
Oh, he's talking about the other Knicks fan, Knicks and 6.
Shout out Knicks and 6. Marcus FRM 626 said, "Don't skip my chat, Ron. Long." Now I'm not feeling self-confident in myself. You see what you did? Now I got to read the rest of the super chats like this. Noah Edwards said, "OKC over everyone. Shea MVP, Chet DPOY."
Chet got to run a DPOY for sure.
Marcus FRM 626 said, "Chill. That statue look more like you than him." Damn. So y'all just roasting people today. I'll come off. I'll come off this. I see everybody catching it. Bino said, "That's Forrest Whitaker before the lazy eye." That is insane, yo. Forrest Whitaker's heat. The Diddler said, "L Georgia, we don't respect traitors." Agreed. L Georgia.
Talking about the Confederacy thing with the mountains?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about? Oh, okay.
Kays said, "Talk about what Cam did to your Bucks, Ron. Averaging 30.
He is averaging 30. He is averaging 30.
Yeah, bro. Between the Hawks, the Bucks, and the Pacers, man.
Yeah, and he won't talk about me.
You getting ran down.
Yeah, I'll switch up quick.
One of them 3 teams need to go get Jimmy Butler, Ron. How about that?
Y'all keep it up, and I'm gonna become a Celtics fan. Y'all keep tormenting me. I'm gonna show y'all how nasty this could get. Play with me. I'll be Celtics and OKC. Dogio the God said, "My 2 takes for the season: Tatum MVP and Spurs playing." It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous at all. Pimp named Slickback said Ben Simmons got benched in the 3rd quarter. Pimp named Slickback said, "Mars, I know it's early, but Jordy can coach, man."
I've been impressed. I've been impressed with him. I've been impressed with Charles Lee, and I've been impressed with JJ Redick. All 3 of them are showing like things that I've been intrigued by.
Even before Penn eloquently pointed out the fact that Jordy's been coaching professionally since he was 7 years old, I was already high on Jordy. I think Jordy was great with us for the Kings. I think Jordy's going to have a good career as a coach in the NBA.
Well, yeah, it was around middle school when he basically monitored and mimicked his middle school coach. He learned some good sets during that time, and now he's been able to carry those over to this elementary team that he has right now.
Y'all go with this Bill Walton shit, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. Adam West said Jordan Poole over Cam shot chucker.
Damn.
He might be on to something.
Like Jordan Poole, no shot. Okay.
The Diddler said, Ron, you nasty, bruh.
Disgusted.
Look at the kettle calling the pot black.
Yeah, you black as hell, too.
And the Diddler's nasty as hell, too. The Diddler said, Mikal went for 5 first and a swap because my team is dumb.
Hater.
All right, y'all. It's been a great episode. Tomorrow we will be back at the same time in the same place with the same crew, and it will be another phenomenal show. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like the video on the way out, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Merry Christmas.
And salute to everybody that's on Twitter. Also, salute to our Hall of Famers, too. Hutton Gilgores, Multi-Kenny, Cobra Son of Raditz. You guys are the GOATs.
Mars, what you going to say on Christmas?
Happy Hanukkah.
Goodbye, y'all. We'll see y'all.